Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo can't put down his vape. Join us now for organized chaos. Roman stands evidence tape. Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo with his hot takes. Join us now for organized chaos. Hey Roman, let's debate. Rings of power can suck my nuts. And Star Wars isn't more than just a rush. Marvel shows, they really suck. Y'all make Loki look like a cuck. Welcome back to Organized Chaos. They just gave him a clip, and now they both look like simps. The anime titty pimps. That's what you get with Organized Chaos. With the chat that hits, getting all of the crits. It's Organized Chaos, moshing in the pits with the chat that hits. Yeah, it's Organized Chaos. The RoloRome cast.
What's up, everybody? God bless America!
Happy 249th birthday,
I worked all
America.
day
249.
but we wanted to be in
So did I.
because we figured, screw it. We worked all day today, and maybe some other people did too. Maybe some people are working now, and maybe some people have nothing to do. Maybe they can't go and hang out with family members. Maybe they don't have a barbecue to go to because everyone's at the beach and they couldn't make it for some reason, much like myself. That's fine. Instead, we got the RoloRome cast here for everybody to hang out to. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Everyone's at the beach right now.
We're going to be hanging out all night. And God bless America, dude. We still have drinks. We still got barbecue. We're still hanging out. And we got an anime chick chilling behind us in front of the American flag. So what's up, everybody? How we doing?
There is nothing better than true American values, you know, hot dogs, burgers, beer, barbecues, women. Boobs. Exactly.
Yes, everyone likes boobs.
And throwing tea overboard because you didn't want to pay for higher taxes for them. That's just the natural order of life, right? Like,
by the way, you guys can probably see the fireworks in my reflection right here. They are literally right in front of me. So if you hear them, sorry. I just don't want to stay muted the whole time. If they start getting loud, I will mute though.
Have we ever streamed on the 4th? I don't think so.
No, last year I was at a party.
You were, that's right.
This year no one's really having a party. Not that I've seen at least. Usually it's like last minute. Somebody will be like, yo, we figured out the party situation. It's like 8 o'clock. No, dude, I'll have someone call me randomly, right? It'll be the guy who's running the party, right? This is what happened last year. Everybody knew I had to work on the 4th of July. And I was like, it just can't be helped. I'm taking too many days off in the summer. Like, it's got to happen. They were like, all right, whatever. I got a phone call at like 7:15 when I'm getting in my car. Yo, dude, where you at? I was like, what do you mean, where am I at? I just got out of work. Like I told you guys I probably couldn't do anything on the 4th. Oh, bro, nah. Whole bonfire and pool party and everything going on at so-and-so's crib. And I was like, really? Right now? And they're like, yeah, bro, go stop home. Grab your swim trunks. Come over. I was like, oh, fuck, all right. That's what happened last year. It was so last minute.
You know what, though? That is the beauty of our, friend group is that, like,
dude, there was legitimately like 60 fucking people there.
But we plan things last minute, but we always have the like biggest blast ever.
That's true.
So, Roland, before we get into anything like serious,
serious. What's going to be so serious that we're going to get into?
Mark Hamill and
Well, I mean, that is a little serious because I had a conversation with our friend Psalms the other night about that.
Okay. I
Uh,
wanted to ask you something though.
well,
So,
you should watch the actual interview first.
okay,
I have not
we can
seen
do
it.
that.
I've been saving my person. So I have not reacted to the interview at all
I,
because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a clip from
I
it.
haven't seen it either.
I just know what Psalms filled me in on.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And he told me everything. And him and I came up with already a really good idea. And I want to talk about it when it comes up. And that's why I'm giving him credit now in case I forget to do it later. I don't think I will.
So,
But I can't.
she wanted.
It's freaking cool.
So she wanted to remain anonymous, but I have a coworker who watches this podcast, and she wanted me to ask you an exact, direct question.
Okay. Ask me
If
an exact. I think if you asked me any question, it would be exact and direct.
if someone offered you $100 million, would you stop being my friend?
For $100 million?
Yes. Be honest.
I don't know. Would you tell me to?
I would tell you to take the money.
Yeah, but what if I took the money and gave you some and never talked to you again? What if I took the money, split it with you, and never talked to you ever again? Until the day of my death. But my children can talk to you. I don't have to talk to you. Everybody else I know can talk to you. I can't.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll split the money with you. $50 million and $50 million. It's two of us. I'll never talk to you again. We're not friends, but everybody I know can be friends with you. I'm just not friends with Roman anymore. But he has $50 million. He's $50 million richer.
I can't lie to you. I would actually be able to live with that. Actually,
Yeah, so would I.
But
why would I not do that? I mean, it would suck because I'd lose my best friend, if not like one of my best friends for fucking ever. But I would know that he's taken care of forever, so that would be the same as like me dying to save him for $100 million or $50 million.
I mean, same here, but
would you take a bullet for your friend? Yeah. So would you never talk to your friend again in order for him to get the rest of his life taken care of? Yeah, probably.
That's a hard conundrum because
I'm not saying that I would deny you financial benefit for my own gratification, because my own gratification is your friendship. But that doesn't mean I can't say, bro, I literally, if I talk to you ever again, I die. Here's $50 million. We're not friends anymore. Be able to. Fuck you. Smiley face, Rolo. My kids can talk to you. My family can talk to you. Our friends can communicate between us. Somebody can tell me, hey, Roman said this about you. It's not like they're going to get shot to be like, hey, Roman wanted you to see this. I'll be like, oh, fuck that guy. That's all I have to say. I mean, I think it.
Yeah, so
they get paid $100 million to never hang out with you again. That would kill the podcast. But think of all the fucking content we can make off of the fact that we hate each other. That we could be two channels that are just making content, constantly shitting on the other channel.
Strikes. we just like each other.
Yeah, we've already given each other $50 million, and now we're just making more because we're like Boogie and Wings, but not as retarded. Keemstar comes in and he's like, "Hey, I want you guys to both talk on a podcast."
My coworker wanted to test your loyalty.
It's like, I can't do that. But does that make me unloyal? I think that makes me more fucking loyal, coworker.
Well, that was what I told her.
Coworker wasn't expecting that answer. Were you, coworker? Who watches this?
She genuinely thought that you would say that she thought that you would say no to the money. That's actually what she thought. She thought you would say no to the money.
Well, yeah. If I can't give you any of the money at all, then I'm saying no to the money. This isn't
not $100 million.
I would not sell a friend for $100 million.
Same here.
But what I would do is hook that friend up for the rest of their life, if that means I have to sacrifice never talking to them again. for
Damn.
$50 million. Because it's
Damn.
worth 50 for me to sacrifice that, but it's worth 50 for you to sacrifice that too. We're splitting it even. We're both giving something up. Kenobi, I know
Kenobi,
you are.
what's happening?
Kenobi, I know you are. I know you are. I hear it in your voice with your accent.
I hear the
Hi.
fireworks now. Cool. No, but yeah, so if I'm getting 100 mil in full, but I gotta never talk to you again, no.
No, you're getting
But-
50 mil.
Right. If I give you 50, but I can't talk to you, that would hurt. But I know that you and your family are good.
I was gonna
So
say it'd be worth it for the benefits it would reap for you. I care more about you and your family then. I'm just fucking
Yeah.
with you, Kenobi, obviously. You do have a different accent than us, though. I'm just saying, I was joking, saying you have the lisp. You don't.
hey man,
He
don't
doesn't.
hit.
No, the gay lisp. Look, I was being all nice, and now you have me saying the gay lisp.
Speaking of Kenobi, do you just want to get into Kenobi season 2?
Not really.
So Roland's favorite Star Wars character is back.
I don't
Roland's
particularly
favorite.
want to get into this at all. I literally was like, I saw everybody make a video about it on like Tuesday, and I was like, no. Because I'm going to have to talk about this on Friday, and I don't want to hear everybody talk. What is it? Is it literally as fucking simple as one article where somebody's like, so is this the gayest Star Wars ever? And
No, it's in Forbes actually.
And Ewan McGregor's like, actually, I wasn't in Star Wars recently. I really want a season 2. And they're like, do you think we'll ever get one? And he's like, maybe we'll get a season 2 sometime soon. I might be talking to Kathy. Ha ha ha. Leslie Headland's directing. Ha, it's gonna be the gayest. And we're like, it's gonna be so gay. R2's gay in this one. And then it'll be like, and then is that what it is? Is it one of those other stupid fucking interviews? Or is it like legitimate shit? It's not like so and so, we got you covered, or whatever bro.net, dudebro.net, or whatever the fuck
Do
it
you
is.
consider Forbes to be a legit source?
No, because Forbes is usually like, this guy on Twitter said this. Is that what this is? Or is it like, we had an exclusive interview with Ewan McGregor, and he has now said outright, Kathleen Kennedy has 100% confirmed. Like, I haven't seen Star Wars tweet anything about this.
A new report from insider Daniel Rickman
I know who that is.
Says the season 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi is currently in development at Lucasfilm.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. You know what else is in development at Lucasfilm? Ryan Johnson's trilogy. You know what else is in development at Lucasfilm? The creator of Game of Thrones' trilogy. You know what else is in development at Lucasfilm? The fucking Rey movie. Ahsoka season 2, which is actually filming. What else is in development? There's a lot of other shit. Oh, the Lando show that's now Starfighters with Ryan Gosling. Dawn of the Jedi, YTD. All that's in development. There's rumors that there's something else that's supposed to be in development or some shit.
Is it Maul also getting a show?
No, all of this is in development. We've gotten none of it. So,
what do you think the odds are that we get a Kenobi?
That Rangers of the New Republic was never officially canceled either. Gina Carano just got fired.
That's not coming out, though.
No, it's not. But it was never officially canceled. So technically speaking, it's on the list of shows that were in development and we never got. You could still make a show called Rangers of the New Republic without Cara Dune.
You can, but they're not going.
What do you mean, but? Is this a show about a Republic New Republic Rebel Commandos? You could easily make a show about that that's interesting as fuck.
They shouldn't do that though, only because that would have been her show.
They shouldn't do anything ever again with Star Wars ever, except for except for anything with Tony Gilroy. At the moment, that's the only thing that I've gotten enjoyment out of.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars should have nothing done with it for 10 years. Don't touch it. Let Andor be the last good thing that we got, please. Please. End on a high note. People are happy right now. Relatively. Relatively so.
Yeah. I mean,
They're gonna
I don't know, bro.
and their return to the movie is gonna be the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And then a Rey movie right after that.
Here's my
Forcing
thing.
the Disney shit down your throat.
Here's my thing.
There's nothing in
you-
the trilogy about either of those. Or prequel about either of those. You're not appealing to anybody except for the Disney stands. And the people like us that want to make content out of it on YouTube.
Here's my thing, Roland.
That was a sick one.
That was a sick one.
Yeah, but cool.
So here's my thing. I would be content if Star Wars ended with Andor season 2. Just like do like just like don't put anything out for like 10 years or like 15 years, 20 years. And then you know where you go from there after that? You do either the old Republic or the High Republic or
Fuck the High
do something that's
Republic.
never been.
Fuck the High Republic. The High Republic is boring and stupid. There's no Sith. There's nothing going on.
Why do people say that they want the High Republic then? Like,
because
you know,
it's a Disney made up thing. That's when the Acolyte takes place. It's Disney bullshit. That's the 100, 200 years before the Phantom Menace. That's why, man. Fuck the High Republic. That's not real. That's not real. Everything before the Old Republic.
Okay.
Or everything before the Old Republic is Old Republic.
Now, the Old Republic, I would like a whole era just like, you know, based on that. That would be cool. But you know
what they could do easily if they wanted to actually truly have brought Star Wars back after the sequel trilogy. You know what you do? You start a whole new era that's going to also have 9 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Get everybody to sign on, but it's the Jedi Sith Wars. And it revolves around Revan.
Have my problems
or it can revolve around a new character entirely. But you could do Revan and Bastila Shan and have that as an entire.
Or Bane.
Yeah, but Bane would need his own trilogy because you could do that as a spin-off.
Yeah.
But like the Jedi Sith Wars are so interesting.
Yeah.
But
like my is like say what you want about like the MCU, but like they had phases. Why can't Star Wars just do phases where like you have like different eras and like different phases and shit?
Because that model doesn't work. It's been shown.
It's something different that Star Wars doesn't do. They're so content with just being Star Wars that they don't think that they have to change the formula.
They did though with Andor, and it worked. They also changed the formula with The Last Jedi, and it was a fucking disaster. So there's a way to change the formula and have it work.
True.
But literally flipping it on its head and doing the exact opposite of everything that makes sense is not the way to fucking do that. A child could do that.
Out of any of the projects that are in development, are there any that pique your interest even like a little bit, you being like a massive fan of the world?
The Ryan Gosling one.
The Starfighter one?
Yeah. Because I'm like, if it's done right, that could be really good. If it's done right, it could be really good. But it needs to be like Top Gun though. Like straight up.
Yeah.
Just be Top Gun. And it's kind of going to be hard to make the stakes like super high. We've already seen the Death Star run.
The problem that I think that we run into, which is why I'm saying to go to a new era. And actually, shout out to Damio because Damio has said this. We're in the same 90-year cycle. Like, we already know.
Keep in mind that this movie is supposed to take place after Episode 9.
Oh.
Which I hate.
Okay. Why?
Because what are they going to be going after? The remnants of the fucking Final Order? On Exegol? I don't give a fuck about them.
What if... Well, you can't really bring the Sith back, so...
What's the point of a starfighter?
Yeah. To fight, like...
fight
TIE fighters.
Assuming he's a rebel. Assuming he's on an X-Wing. Because you could just call it Starfighter, which is a fucking shitty name if he's not part of a squadron.
Yeah.
Because if it's just about a guy with a ship, then that's really stupid. That's a stupid fucking name.
That's what it's gonna be. It's
you
gonna
know
be
what?
a guy with a ship.
What is a better idea for Ryan Gosling? Make him a pilot, but also make him like an Andor type of character and make it like a Black Ops fucking rebel group.
Ooh,
that are doing some crazy shit, just kind of like Andor, but a little different because they're in the rebellion and like they're actually flying ships. They're doing like kind of what Saw Gerrera's group is doing off screen throughout Andor. Like you get to see that, and you call it Rebel Scum. You call the show Rebel Scum.
That'd be cool.
And it'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
You could have them doing like tons of espionage, like fucking guerrilla warfare.
That'd be cool. That's why they're not going to do it.
No.
It's going to be a dude with a ship. That's what it's going to be.
I think it's going to be an X-Wing pilot. Now, you know what would be interesting? No, it wouldn't. They did it too many times. Never mind.
Do you think that the Maul show could be good if it has Talon?
I fucking forgot about that.
Because I think Maul's the only show that I'm hyped for. That's it.
I think it's going to be just like fucking Tales of the Jedi, and it's going to be like fucking 20-minute episodes, which would be gay.
Nah, bro. Maul should get hour-long episodes.
These should be actual episodes. If it is actual episodes, sick. But still, I can't tell you I'm like super hyped on it. I'll watch it, we'll review it, but I can't tell you I'm super hyped on it because mainly I'm like, what are they going to do with Talon? It's Disney. I don't expect them to actually put her in the outfit. And that's what I want to see.
I thought you wanted them to adapt the.
She's not in the original trilogy. She's not in Son of Dathomir.
Right, but that's what you wanted them to do for Maul show, right?
Yeah. But.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think.
She's not in the original trilogy. And she's not in the sequel.
But Talon would be so fucking cool though. Just like to have in a show, Talon would be cool.
You know what? I have a feeling that Dave Filoni's trying to take some of George Lucas's original ideas, which were having Maul and Talon be the villains of 7, 8, and 9, and he's gonna do that in the. She's gonna be the fucking Sith to Thrawn.
Stop. No, stop.
He's gonna find her meditating on Dathomir.
Oh my god.
When he goes there with the witches.
Are you kidding? No.
Happen. And then that would cause them to resurrect Maul. Yep, they're gonna. Yep. Yep. Called it. Called it because these are ancient witches. They are more powerful than Mother Talzin. So, yeah, resurrect them all. Why the fuck not? Because no one's ever really
Again?
won, right? Fucking Disney.
Again? They're going to resurrect him again?
Why not? Ahsoka's been back fucking 3 times. She can't die. I can shoot her point blank with a Desert Eagle in the freaking skull, and she wouldn't die. She'd be right.
You could nuke Ahsoka, and she would live.
I could throw her into a star, and she would return.
If you threw her
You know
into
why?
Mount
You know
Doom,
why?
would
Ezra Bridger would be like the world between worlds, and then he'd just pop out with Ahsoka. That doesn't fuck up the timeline. Oh yeah, you threw her into his son, and right before you threw her into his son, I just grabbed her.
All right. If you threw Ahsoka into Mount Doom, would she live?
Probably.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, Dave Filoni would be like, she's lava proof. She's using force, no lava.
She's lava proof.
Yeah, she was using force, not lava.
Force, not lava.
Force lava away, and it worked. And it didn't burn her. She didn't die. She just sat there meditating in the lava, using force, no lava. For like,
I have never seen in my life a character with so
isn't
much
the level of
power.
actual fucking writing that we're getting in Star Wars right now? It's like, oh, someone's dead. It's like, oh, this guy just knows force heal. Excuse me? Like, that's the level of fucking writing that we have in Star Wars now. And people said the sequels had bad writing. Fuck you if you think otherwise. That if you think that the sequels have worse writing or have better writing than the prequels, that's objectively wrong.
I don't know.
Not even subjectively wrong. That's not even an opinion. That is just that. It must be fact somewhere. Like,
there are people that are out here like
the universe. That must be real.
There are people that are out here like, bro, The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, they're bad films. First of all, they're not bad, but secondly,
first of all, I won't disagree with you that they're not great movies. They're not like phenomenally written films, but they're leaps and bounds. But there is a cohesive story between 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
There is not a cohesive.
We know where it's going.
You can. I want someone to argue with. I would love to get a sequel fan on here to have a conversation with a prequel fan. And then Roman and I just sit here and moderate. I would love to do it.
So,
if anybody knows anybody who would be down for that, to have a debate about the sequels and the prequels, we could debate the prequels. I'm fine with that.
Since you sometimes play devil's advocate, can I play devil's advocate for a half a second? Would you say, because, and I'm not saying this
faults with these movies all the time. I will admit faults with Revenge of the Sith, but it's still my favorite movie.
So I'm not saying this. I'm saying that this is the one thing that I liked about the sequels, but it doesn't make them perfect. I don't like them as a whole. But would you agree with me? And this is what a sequel fan would say, whether they did it on purpose or not, no matter how stupid it is, Kylo does have a full character arc.
No, he doesn't.
You can't.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Mm.
Kylo Ren does not have a character arc, and I can tell you why. When we first meet Kylo Ren as a character, he's masked. He's murdering villagers. No quarter. He kills an old man who's defenseless, who could have had more information for him, which shows us that he's reckless. Right? He didn't get all the information that he could have gotten from this old man. And then as the movie progresses, we see him rage out on machinery because he doesn't get his way. He then continues on, and when he meets his dad, he also rages out at subordinates and rages out at people when he gets scolded by his master. He gets all sad and looks like a kicked puppy. Then when he goes to kill his father, he says, I don't know what I'm doing, basically. I don't know if I have the strength to do it. And his dad's like, Then he kills him. Then he gets shot. Then he gets really angry that he killed his dad. And he's also really angry that he got shot. And he's also really angry that Finn's a traitor. Because what he's doing is right. So he's insane, right? And then we go to the next movie where he is told to take his helmet off because he's acting like a child and trying to be Vader. And he gets all upset about that. Throws another hissy fit. He then kills his master for no fucking reason. And he's like, I'm the master now. And it's like, okay, you're the master now. And by the way, this entire movie, he's just like, am I good? Am I bad? Am I good? Am I bad? I can talk to Rey. She's kind of hot. Like, am I good? Am I bad? And then all of episode 9 is just, by the end of episode 8, he's just like, no, I'm bad. Like, I'm evil. Like, I'm fully cemented evil. I will kill everybody. I'm evil. And then episode 9, he's just like, am I good? Am I bad? Am I good? Am I bad? And then
I see what you mean now. Yeah.
Then he makes up his own fucking force vision of his father, who tells him, it's okay, son. You're all good now. Reassuring him. So he makes up his own vision of his dad telling him, you're a good person. That's psycho-fucking-pathic. He is not a good person. He's a terrible person. The whole galaxy sees him as a terrible person. He has quite literally destroyed everything. Even as a leader of the First Order, he's terrible because there's no fucking structure or government. There's nothing going on. Everything is in shambles across the galaxy because of this one fucking idiot who then just goes, you're right, vision in my head of my dad, who he somehow believes to be a force ghost of his dad, which isn't real. You reassured yourself you're doing the right thing when you've been a fucking asshat for the entire...
I thought Leia said that to him. I thought Leia said...
What do you mean Leia sent that to him? She sent him a force vision of... She was dead! She was already dead! Why didn't... Okay, Roman, if Leia sent the force vision, why didn't she go?
That's a good point.
Why didn't she just appear and say, I love you, son. It's okay. And your father loved you too before he died. That's why he went to save you. He turned on the saber to kill himself. Why didn't she go? So no, that's a fucking stupid thing. No, he's an insane person who did this. By the way, Leia almost got him killed 5 minutes before this. Keep that in mind, because Leia dies and speaks to Rey in her mind and speaks to Kylo in his mind and says, blah, 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 and they're both like, ugh. And then Rey wakes up quicker and just stabs Kylo in the fucking stomach. And if she didn't decide to be like, wow, I learned how to jerk off a fucking sandworm and I healed it, then they'll try it on your stomach. Like, if she didn't decide to do that, Leia would have killed her son. Like, this is the level of fucking autism and that's actually too nice. That's like too unfair to autistic people. This is the level of fucking stupidity in this trilogy. And then at the end of it all, Kylo's like, okay, I had a conversation with my not real dad. I'm all good now. Ow. Finds a fucking TIE fighter somewhere on the destroyed Death Star, derelict Death Star that's been in an ocean for fucking 30 years. Finds a TIE fighter, ends up on this fucking planet, runs in there, fights everybody, kisses Rey, gets his ass kicked. Rey gets her ass kicked. Palpatine's dead. Kylo crawls out of a hole, runs over, kisses her, and then dies. What arc did he have, Roman? What arc did Kylo... Because you're like, you're sitting here telling me, yeah, Kylo Ren actually had an arc, though. No. Everybody says that because people like Adam Driver. So they're like, no, at least Adam Driver had an arc. Like, Kylo Ren was good. No, he wasn't. He was just as shit as everybody else. You just like Adam Driver. It's the same way that people are like, well, Poe's a good character. It's like, no, he's not. You just like Oscar Isaac.
Now that you're saying that, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Well,
but you can deny that Adam Driver's doing the...
How is that an arc?
The best that he can.
Because you go to the arc where you turn evil, right? And then you start questioning if you're good or evil. And then you're like, no, I'm definitely fucking evil. And then you're still evil. And then you're like questioning whether or not you're good or evil. And then you're like, no, I'm definitely evil. And then you Give yourself a vision of your dad, who you killed, telling you, it's okay, you killed me, son. I love you. Because you're a psychopath. And then you go, okay, now I'm good now. That's not an arc.
I see what you mean.
That's
Yeah.
a retarded roller coaster.
Yeah. But you
Like,
can't deny that Adam Driver's doing a fantastic job, though. Like that.
he's trying.
Yeah.
He's trying. Because when he's like, does it hurt? How does it feel? Take off your clothes. Like, that's like not fucking.
People made fun of the prequel lines.
Yeah, people can make fun of the prequel lines, but no one is ever going to get memed more than somehow Palpatine returned. What great fucking writing.
And his return message was in Fortnite.
That's the most obvious example of not giving a fuck writing I've ever seen. They were like, so we need this character to return and be a big threat for everybody because we know how big he was in the original trilogy and in the prequels. Like, we need this character to come back and it's got to be big. It's got to have an impact. Like, how are we gonna make that happen though? Because like once he's there, like it's gonna like, you know, shadow over the whole movie. But like we need to get him there first. So how do we do that? And some guy's like, well, somehow he did. And they're like, wait, say that again. And he's like, somehow he returned. And they're like, write that down.
Okay, no, but
like that's
there
how he came back. They did not explain. They're like, you know what? Wait, guys, what if they ask how he came back? Oh, well, we'll just make him fucking buy a DLC in Fortnite.
Yeah. That's so stupid. That's dumb. So
if they're
him explaining his
they don't even know what Fortnite is. They're not even caring. They're just going here with their grandkids anyway. That's exactly what happened. Fuck that movie.
Him
Fuck Kylo Ren.
Him. So when they show in the opening title crawl the dead speak and Palpatine's message.
He is the best character in the sequels, but I still hate the sequels. So,
whoa, yeah, of course. So Palpatine's message that the whole galaxy saw was what was played in Fortnite. That's crazy to me. That's so stupid.
Yes,
that's so stupid. That is so dumb. That's
the dead speak in Fortnite in 2019 on an Xbox near you.
Why? What? Why? For what? Why? I'm still asking.
This is the thing you put in a fucking movie, dude.
Dude, I still ask that about the sequels. Why? Just why? For what? For who? Because like there weren't sequel fans before that point. So who were they making?
Apparently there were. They just didn't know it yet.
Look, as much as I like Santa, I cannot understand people's love for the sequels.
I've talked to him about it so many times. It's a meme at this point. I don't get it.
I genuinely don't.
He doesn't understand why I like the prequels. It's okay. It's fine.
I think though,
I don't understand why Santa likes the sequels. Santa doesn't understand why I like the prequels, but he and I have a nice and friendly debate about it. Oftentimes, well, we have a couple times.
We grew up with the prequels, like that's like my thing. Like,
oh yeah, there's one big difference there. Yes,
like that was our. But at the same time, I still love the original trilogy. Same with you. So it's not which by the way, Roland, I've always wanted to ask you. I know that you say that like Revenge of the Sith is your favorite Star Wars movie, but which trilogy do you like better, the OT or the prequels?
The OT.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Probably the OT.
Just like for the story, or you just like the characters better?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I'm not going to tell you that like the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are amazing movies. I enjoy them greatly. And I have a lot of fun, and I won't turn them off if they come on TV. But the OT is written better, for sure.
I mean, if
The
you hold a
OT,
Gundam,
so the OT is more cohesive for sure.
yeah,
Like
but
I could, well, I could do the same thing for the prequels, but I could tell you everything that happens, scene for scene, probably in the OT. But I could probably do the same thing for the prequels, so that doesn't help me.
um, but yeah, no. So like, my thing is, you hold a gun to my head. Someone asks me, "Do you watch The Force Awakens or do you watch Attack of the Clones?" I'm picking Attack of the Clones 10 times out of 10
Yeah, for sure.
because I get more enjoyment out of it, bro. There is good stuff
Attack of the
in,
Clones is way
uh,
more fun. Attack of the Clones starts with a bang, bro.
yeah, quite, quite, quite literally. Like, but yeah, no. You can't even say that like the sequels are better made. They're not. There are some better camera shots. There are some better camera shots.
People
Certain
will argue that
shots.
they are better made, and I will disagree.
Yeah, like why? Because like,
We can
it's more
agree to disagree on that point.
why? Because it's more color? No, that doesn't make it
Because
better.
there's more CG. The CGI looks better. Okay. Well, take a look at the opening shot of Revenge of the Sith and tell me how good the CGI looks in the sequel trilogy, because there's not a space battle in the sequel trilogy.
A New Hope's opening looks better than the
There's
stuff
space,
in the sequels.
so there is space fights in the sequel trilogy, but there's not a space battle.
That's how you know it's not Star Wars.
Yes. So people will argue that the beginning of The Last Jedi, or The Last Jedi,
It's not a space battle. No.
and they will argue um the part where Leia gets blown out into space,
That's not a battle.
and they will argue the part where they're fighting the Star Destroyers that don't know how to go up in Rise of Skywalker, where they're riding horses on top of the Star Destroyer. None of those are space battles. Those do not hold a candle to the ending of the Phantom Menace,
Revenge of the Sith.
or Revenge of the Sith, or anything in the Clone Wars. There's not a space battle in Attack of the Clones, or in A New Hope, or Return of the Jedi. I'm talking capital ships on capital ships with starfighters. That's a space
yes.
battle. A space fight is a line of capital ships and a line of capital ships and the fighters going at it. That's a space fight, in my eyes. A space battle, or like one fighter on one fighter, is like a space duel.
Okay.
But like, space battle, in my eyes, is like capital ships are fighting. They're in the fray. They're fighting. They're going in. Like if the capital ships have to go in, then it's a fucking battle.
Yeah. And so I will not hear that the end of Rise of
And
Skywalker.
then once that battle starts raging on other planets, it becomes a Star War. That's how it happens in my eyes. It starts with two guys and two ships fighting each other, and it goes.
I will not hear
None
that the
of
end of
that
Rise of
happens.
Skywalker is a
None of
space
that
battle.
happens though in the Rise of Skywalker, or in the Last Jedi, or in the Force Awakens. There is an in-atmosphere battle with fighters on Starkiller Base. There's the two space fights, or star fights, or whatever. Star fights is what it would be in the Last Jedi, and then there's another terrestrial air battle in Rise of Skywalker with the capital, or the Death Star destroyer, stupid things.
It's not in space though, so it's not a space.
No, it's not. It's not a star battle.
No, it's not. So do you want to watch the theory interview now?
Well, it's not the theory interview.
Okay, the Mark Hamill thing.
Well, we got to be clear because people will be like, "What are you talking about?"
Right, yeah. So Roland texted me so Mark Hamill gave like an so
Well,
is Theory
can you find the actual interview?
I yeah, wait. Hold on. So just who's Mark talking to in this interview?
I fuck. Somebody said it. I don't remember.
Okay. Mark Hamill.
I know most of the chat's partying right now, but I think it's gonna be great when they all come flooding in after they're done shooting off fireworks and they're all drunk.
Facts. Is it Jesse Thorne? Is it that one?
I don't know. It's the most recent Mark Hamill interview, I suppose. Doesn't Theory say it in the video? Does Theory say who the interview's with? He usually does.
Mark Hamill reveals his true thoughts and sentiments on The Last Jedi and the mental gymnastics he had to go through. Okay. So do you want
Cheers,
to watch the
guys.
actual So are we gonna watch Theory's video or the actual interview itself?
I want to watch the actual interview.
Okay.
Do you want to control it or do you want to send it to me? It's up to you.
I can send it to you because you have you know when to pause and I don't want to have to I don't want to have to um I don't want you to have to yell at me to pause. So here, I send it in private chat.
Private chat. Okay. Okie dokie.
I sent that shit in private chat, dude. Yo, what is
This shit.
happening?
Okay. This shit's fucking long.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that. We need the exact parts where he talks about it. Can you look on Theory's video and see if it shows the timestamps at all? See if there's any
Yeah.
comments. Because I want to do the same thing on this video and see if the comments.
I got you.
Timestamps.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it. Timestamps. Hold on. YouTube has a new thing where you can sort it out by timestamps. Oh, that's probably only on phones. Dang. That's whack. Uh, damn, bro. I don't care about Wix. Here.
Hold on.
Okay. So from what it looks like here, he's playing it
Hey,
from
Roman, hold on.
2407, I think.
Hold on, dude. I'm trying to figure something out.
I think gotta be so loud, dog. Shut up. Seriously. Hello, Ronnie. What's going on? Did you find the timestamp, Rolo?
Roman, can you watch the Theory video? Or
Yeah,
can you look
so
stamp somewhere?
yeah. So it looks like Mark starts talking about the it looks like he starts talking about it at 2407 because that's what Theory has it on. He hasn't paused at 2407. I don't want to watch the whole thing. I just want to talk about. I just want to watch him talking about the last Jedi. It's what I'm here
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
So try 2407.
Dude, I'm trying to listen to it right now, Robin. Jeez.
Calm your tits. Ugh.
All right, I got it. I think.
Cool. Bro, are the fireworks farting? What the fuck is going on?
That's what they be doing, bro. Alrighty then. What's up, Ronnie? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? All right, give me 1 second. I'm eating a piece of this fucking chicken finger.
Ooh. You got Cane's?
No,
McDonald's?
no.
Burger King?
I got motherfucking JB Dawson's, bro.
Hey.
Shout out.
Hey.
Them shits is fire.
That chicken that we got with Zach a couple weeks ago, though, that was also good.
Oh, yeah, it was alright.
Was all right. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Camera back on.
Yes, sir. Let me put my hat back on. Okay. There
You
we
know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you, when they called about 2 weeks after the audition and said they're sending you the script, you got the part. I went, oh my gosh. And it had been a long time. It wasn't immediate. And I'll never forget reading that script for the first time. And based on the audition, I thought, well, Harrison's the leading man.
Let's talk about The Force Awakens.
I seem like the annoying sidekick, like, the teenage sidekick. So I thought when I read the title page, it said, The Adventures of Luke Starkiller as taken from the Journal of the Wills, Saga #1, The Star Wars. And I thought,
Oh, he's talking about the original trilogy.
couldn't remember who I played in the screen test. I said, oh, well, Harrison's Luke Starkiller. So I start reading it, and very early on, I went, oh my gosh, this is set through the eyes of a teenager. I'm Luke Starkiller. And by the way, the reason I say Starkiller is because that name was kept so long that we shot the scene where I rescue the princess, and she says, "Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?" I go, "Huh? Oh, the mask," and I take it off. We filmed. I'm Luke Starkiller. I'm here to rescue you. Flash forward a couple of weeks, and I go, "Wait a minute." I looked at the call sheet. We already did this scene. Why are we doing it again? Well, George is changing your name. And I thought, George called it the most expensive low budget movie ever made. So I figured they should go to a shot behind me and just redub the line.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I didn't know
I
that
knew
like
I knew they, I knew they changed the. I knew they changed the name. I didn't know they changed it that long. And I think this is where he starts to get into talking about The Last Jedi after this, because I think what he's going to do is be like, and this is how it was in The Last Jedi said. And I think that's going to be where he's going.
Off of my face. But no, he thought it was important to remove the helmet and say it. And I said, what did they change my name to? And when they said Luke Skywalker, I thought, ugh. It sounds like Luke Flyswatter. I was so used to Star Killer, which had a little macho in it, which I thought the character could use. And I said, why would they do that? Well, they've done focus groups, and women ages 18 to 34 don't like, the word kill. I mean, they didn't like the word war in Star Wars. There was a contest on set on the
That's actually true because of the Vietnam War going on. or that had just ended or was about to end.
Ah, I didn't know that either.
The call board.
How about like a Star Skirmish? It'd be fun.
Rename the movie was the idea without using the word
A skirmish is different than a war.
I'm just saying.
wars.
I'm just
and
being
no one
like.
ever could think of
I was being a goober.
a better title, but it seems funny at the time because one script. This isn't science fairy tale.
Yeah,
It's got a princess. It's got a wizard. It's got a space pirate. It's clearly not traditional science fiction in any way, shape, or form, and it's funny. Robots are the fact that the princess is totally unintended. She right in his face. And when she rescue, she makes it look like she's a rescue. She grabs the guns away.
damsel in distress. I don't know. He's like, he just can't not, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You just can't not bring up something political, though. It's like you can't be like, "Wow, Leia's a great female character. Isn't it awesome how she does this?" He's like, "Oh, it's the feminist fucking agenda." Like,
Over first, and we hung out, and the last piece of the puzzle was Carrie Fisher. I took her out to dinner so we could get to. I mean, Guinness had done that for me, and I thought it was a great. You don't want to meet on the how facile a wit she had, and so cynical. She started telling me details about her mother, Debbie, all this stuff where you're going, should I be hearing this? She was talking to me like she knew me for 30 years, not something you would reveal.
that seems like her.
Yeah. That does sound like Carrie.
I am gonna try to skip ahead though. I want to get to the last.
Yeah, that's like
bit.
the juicy stuff. I want to hear.
And
I want to hear about that.
I thought that was very clever because, but I thought the film was deeper,
Okay, hold on.
uncomfortable. When you have something called the Force, it's this day. It's so cerebral, and I thought that was very clear. Religion makes people religious entity. Lightsaber pushes the button and is killed instantly.
Wait.
The stories about these children that find unattended guns and so forth and walk dead. I thought,
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
so I make up my own backstory of why
Here we go. Here we go.
we're
All right, it's
wiped
time.
out. A faction with the motivation for Luke becoming a suicidal hermit might have colored things in a way that maybe I should have kept that to myself. But I kept saying to Ryan, to just make Luke double down. He said, "Well, your class at the Jedi Academy were wiped out," and he turned on me.
All right. Thank you. I can't fucking play it. Stop.
Man,
I hate when YouTubers do this. Don't play the whole fucking scene, asshole.
Doubles down. Ryan, our entire planet's wiped out. If any, I said, Ryan, I saw entire planets wiped out. If anything, Luke doubles down, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Luke doubled down to save his father. He threw his lightsaber away and expected to die.
Yeah.
saying if my father doesn't turn good, then I'm gonna die. Not even expecting him to turn good either. Just saying I won't become him, and that's what turned him good.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in the sequels, it's like, nah. Luke Luke was never like that. This is Jake Skywalker now.
No, all of Luke's fucking students died, so he just gave up.
Became sad, yeah.
No,
'cause his-
no, he tried to kill his nephew first, and then all his students died.
Dude, I forgot about
Some of them
that.
became the Knights of Ren, and also just bitches that did nothing.
I forgot about that. Forgot that he did that.
Yeah, yeah, and some of his students are the Knights of Ren that just die. I guess they just got rid of their lightsabers for some shitty fucking melee weapons.
Do any of them have lore?
Yes, there's a whole comic book line, and it's terrible. I didn't read it, but I watched videos on it. Pretty sure Stupendous Wave went over it. Theory didn't, but I think Theory might have done like a video on it, but it's bad. Oh, they
Not
get entangled with Kira and the Crimson Dawn.
That's
Well,
stupid.
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck.
This is resolve in the face of adversity. So that is, I don't want to just say.
So here's the part that Jake told me on the phone. And this is what he and I talked about for like an hour the other night. And when Mark's done speaking about it, I'm going to tell you where I would take it.
Okay.
That, I have bumped my head and I have brain damage. He said, yeah, do whatever you want. So I made up a much, much darker backstory that I thought could
I love this.
justify being that way. You want to hear what that was?
Spill it, Hamill.
I thought, what could make someone give up a devotion to what is basically a religious entity, to give up being a Jedi, a woman? So he falls in love with a woman. He gives up being a Jedi. They have a child together.
Mara
At some
Jade.
point, the child, as a toddler, picks up an unattended lightsaber, pushes the button, and is killed instantly. The wife is so full of grief, she kills herself. I thought that would be, because I think about, I hear these horrible stories about these children that find unattended guns and so forth, and wind up dead. And I thought that resonated with me so deeply that that could possibly, he didn't have time to tell a story like that. I'm guessing he just wanted a brief thing to explain it. And to me, it
You could have told that same backstory in
justified.
that same amount of time.
That said, and I told him this, despite the fact that I disagree with your choices for Luke, I'm going to do everything within my power to make your screenplay work as best that I can. And the only thing unfortunate about that is I've heard comments from fans who think that I somehow dislike Ryan Johnson, and nothing could be further from the truth. And by the way, that story about my made up backstory, I've never told that. But that's an exclusive for you, Jesse.
All right, so that's basically what I wanted to show from that.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. When I heard that backstory about his wife, Jake told that to me, and I changed it a little bit. I was like, okay, how about we tweak it? The wife doesn't kill herself; she runs away,
So
never to be seen. Well, first of all, what do you think of that? Let's go there. First of all, what do you think of that?
So, in order for me to give you my full thoughts, I need to ask you. Well, you're muted, but so my thoughts on that are that I like that, and Roland, you can feel free to correct me if I am wrong here, but was Luke Skywalker in the EU not with Mara Jade? I could have sworn that was her name. She was a redhead, I think. I'm not sure. Yes, yes. So I'm thinking to myself, how dope would it have been if they just adapted Mara Mara Jade or someone close to her character? Because I remember Mara Jade being
Okay.
be, being a part of being a part of the EU and being a crucial part of Luke's life after Return of the Jedi.
So it
So
has to.
why not just
It
yeah
has.
and
Here's a reason
and
why it has to do with my storyline, and I'm about to rewrite the Last Jedi. So
and they have kids, right?
The Force Awakens can play the same way. The
Okay.
Force Awakens can play out the same way, minus Han Solo dying. Let's not have that happen in the first one. And even okay, let's say it does. Let's say the Force Awakens happens the exact same way. We're stuck with the Last Jedi. Rey shows up. Okay, here's Luke's backstory. Maybe the movie even starts with it. Because at the end of The Force Awakens, we see Luke turn around. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. That one was well brought up. Too bad I wasn't. Letterkenny joke. But let's say that we start with the backstory of Luke, for instance, or we get it later. Whatever. Either way, it doesn't affect the plot of not the plot, the storyline. It affects the plot. So let's say that what happens is we get this flashback of Luke Skywalker. He's married to a ginger woman. She's beautiful. He's young and vibrant. They have a baby. Everything's going great. Same thing could happen. Accident happens. The baby dies. Somehow. Lightsaber or whatever, right? The baby dies. Mara leaves. And never to be seen. And Luke is distraught, buries the baby, and fucking dips. And he goes to the island. Now, time has passed. Force Awakens happens. We're now back to the point where Rey's there. Luke tells her to fuck off. And she does. And they start doing their own thing, right? Her and the rebellion. Now, somebody else shows up a day later. It's Mara. She comes up to Luke. Luke, I have a way. I have a way to bring our son back. I figured it out. And Luke starts to argue with her about how his father thought the same thing was possible about his mother and all these other things. And she's like, no, I figured it out. I've done it. I've done what Vader couldn't do and all this other stuff. And she explains all this to him, and he hasn't seen his wife in 30 years. She's back. She's alive. He thought she was dead. And now she's in reality, she never left him. She's been searching for a way to bring their son back. And she can do that now. And she hugs him. And he hugs her. And she opens her eyes, and they're yellow. They were not yellow before, they were green. So Luke follows her. He leaves. He follows her in search of the way to do this. There's a way to do this, right? And he starts to fall and fall. And in this time, we're also getting everything going on with Kylo and Rey and Finn and Chewbacca, right? In this time, I'm not explaining how because it would take too long because I want to talk about the Luke stuff. But in this time period throughout this movie, Kylo flips, turns to the light, and we find out that Rey is actually, or actually no, we don't. Kylo flips to the light, and Rey is thought to be killed, I think, by like Phasma and Hux and shit, because they're actually a threat in this writing of it. At that same time, the win of that movie is Kylo turning to the light. The loss of that movie is Luke going darker because he's trying to get his son back now that he's with his wife. And she's clearly on the dark side, clearly using the dark side to do it. Right. But he's like so in love with his wife and so much into getting his son back that he's like, we're not using the dark side. We're just using the Force. He's kind of like blinded by it because he never thought this was even a possibility. And she's like, he's like, she figured out what my father couldn't, right? So then we go to the third movie when Luke starts getting real dark and Kylo, Chewbacca, and Finn roll up to confront him. And you have Finn, who maybe at this point is also a Force sensitive, right? He's actually using a lightsaber. And he like is fighting Mara, maybe, and Kylo is fighting Luke. And Finn's knocked out, and Mara's talking to Luke, and Luke's fighting Kylo, and Chewie snipes Mara, and then Luke freaks the fuck out and force chokes both of, because it's his wife, right? So he freaks out and force chokes Kylo and Chewbacca into the air, and he's crushing them, and he's like tearing up, and he thinks Mara is dead, and then she stands up behind him, and she's like, do it. Kill them. And her face starts to fucking shimmer. And it's fucking Palpatine. And Luke turns around in horror while still choking them, crying. And it's him. And he realizes as this entire time it's Mara Jade has been Palpatine because Mara used to be Palpatine's apprentice during the original trilogy. She was his personal assassin. So she seeked him out when her son died because she knew that he knew the way to save someone from dying. And he got her the same way that he got Anakin. And instead,
Palpatine
manipulated quite
this-
literally, and Palpatine was. This does not explain how Palpatine's alive or anything like that, but he was quite literally wearing her skin this entire time. Like his essence was just puppeteering her from another.
Oh my god!
And instead of Exegol,
So like,
so you can even have the scene. You can even have the scene when he first sees her on Octu, and Luke runs up and kisses her, and then like later on by the third movie, you're like, oh my god, that was Palpatine like just manipulating a corpse to do that. Like that's horrific. Your wife's corpse has been like how much fucking crazier would that have been than what we got? And then
that reveal for Palpatine would have been crazy.
And Jake said to me, he goes, "Yo, Crimson, if you want a link, we can send it to you. We're just hanging out all night, brother." But Jake then goes, well, Palpatine needs some sort of super weapon, right? Because at this point now, Luke turns back to the light. Okay. And let's say Mara's body just turns into like a skin husk and falls down, and this black spirit just disappears, and Luke's horrified on the ground, like, what the fuck have I done? And like Finn gets up, and everybody's okay. Chewbacca and Kylo get him up, and they're like, "You're okay. It's fine. We saved you. That was the whole point." It's kind of like when like Naruto's team fucking calms him down when the Nine Tails is in him. That's kind of what I'm like imagining when they're not like with Luke, and or like Eren Yeager when they have to calm Eren Yeager down. That's basically what I'm imagining, and basically they're all on the same team now. They still think Rey's dead, by the way. They eventually get to the climax of the movie, and it's the Battle of Coruscant. they get to the throne room and everything. They're expecting Hux and probably Palpatine. And when they go in there, Rey's there too. And it's that Rey's actually been Palpatine's apprentice for the first 2 movies. She's the secret apprentice. She's been a plant.
That sounds so much better.
And,
That's so much
and
better.
Palpatine can still do the thing, because here's the thing. He can be sitting there while Luke is force fighting him. Or you could have it that Palpatine's already just young. He's already like just a young guy. But I was going to have it be where at the end, hold on one second before you bring him in. Never mind.
Oh.
But I was gonna have it be, because I wanted to say hi to him like the right way. I didn't just want to bring him in while I was in the middle of talking. But you could have it be that Palpatine's sitting there the whole time and Luke can't get to him for some reason. And basically Kylo and Finn are fighting. Hux doesn't have the Force, but Hux is using Palpatine's old lightsaber. I changed it. I'm changing this. Hux is fighting Finn because that makes sense, right? Used to be his superior, now it's his subordinate, or now they're enemies, whatever. They're fighting each other, and then you have Kylo and Rey fighting each other because Rey has manipulated Kylo for 2 movies, because we actually wrote that in this time, and then you have Luke trying to fight young Palpatine, who you can still have him do the thing where he sucks the energy out of some people or some shit to make himself younger. Or he might even juice himself to make himself younger. Or when you first show up in the room, he's just younger. And we somehow find a way to have explained that like they did in the EU.
That sounds like some Hollywood stuff right there.
But here's
Suck the life out of people to make yourself look younger.
Yes, it does. But that's what he does. That's what he does in The Rise of Skywalker. It's just so stupid. But here's the thing. His weapon.
That's not the only thing that's stupid in those movies.
Instead of a actual super weapon, right? Like Death Star Destroyers. Wow. Why didn't you just fucking make those the first time? Because the technology in Star Wars hasn't really changed that much. So instead of Death Star Destroyers, it's a physical weapon. Palpatine has been sending scouts out for the past 30 years and all throughout the time of the Empire, collecting the lightsaber crystals from the Jedi Council. He has forged all of these lightsaber crystals, like Sauron, into one master crystal. Now,
That's badass.
Now, this saber is extremely... Now, Mandalorian fucking stole this idea, but I was like... And as I was saying it, I was like, this fucking sucks. Because it is such full of force power of sabers that have been meditated on by some of the most powerful people in the galaxy over the past fucking 100 years. Not including Yoda's crystal or Anakin's. But it could include Vader's. But here's the thing. It's such a powerful fucking crystal. The color of it looks similar to the Dragon's Fire from Avatar The Last Airbender in Season 3, when Zuko and Aang are standing in the middle of the fire, and it's like multiple colors in white, like around them. That's how I imagine it looking, but it's more like a fucking static, like a Gundam blade, as opposed to like a actual lightsaber with a solid outline. It's like more shimmery, but like explosive at the hilt. And here's the drawback. It's super fucking heavy, so you have to be powerful in the Force to use it. And it has you could also give it, if you want to, you could also give it the wire that actually the original sabers had in 1977 in A New Hope. Because you can see the wire going down Alec Guinness's wrist into his sleeve. Because they couldn't power the lightsaber without a battery pack. So you could have that this thing needs a battery pack. And if you cut the wire, it's done, right? But here's the thing. Here's its ability. It can actually break a saber. It's the one saber that can break a lightsaber. It can smash, like, if you're hitting it hard and fast, like, pause. The way that Luke was, like, doing it in Return of the Jedi, then you could actually, like, you know how when like Mando is fighting Moff Gideon and the Darksaber hits Mando's fucking staff? Fucking pause, dude.
This is approaching Roman levels of
and it's like, you know what I'm talking about though, and like the metal's heating up over time. Imagine seeing that on a saber, and then the saber can actually shatter.
I get what you mean.
Like
Yeah.
it's like it's a more powerful saber, but also if it slices somebody, it doesn't just cut the limb off, like it fucking disintegrates. And then it starts a rot. Like it starts a slow rot, like a slow disintegration that keeps going unless you cut past that and cut that rot off. Like, so it's like a powerful fucking saber. And like that's the point of this, right? But it has weaknesses. And then my whole thing was eventually Luke disarms him. The fight gets somewhere where like Kylo's knocked out, Rey's defeated or knocked out. Finn's knocked out, Hux fucking is knocked out, or they're all fighting. Luke's about to die, right? Palpatine's standing there, they're electrocuting him because now they're both disarmed. Palpatine's electrocuting Luke, and Luke's on the ground, and he stands up and does one of these like with one hand, and he's like, ugh. He looks at him, and he just gets up as he's still getting electrocuted on some All Might shit, and he goes like this, and you just see the fucking saber that has previously been proven to be heavy as fuck. That no one, like Palpatine was using it with two hands. Like it's a heavy fucking, like you need to be powerful as fucking the Force. Lifts it with the Force. As he stands up, and it lifts into the air, Luke grabs it, turns it on, or grabs it, and goes, I'm a Jedi like my father before me. Turns it on, screams, and stabs it into Palpatine's chest as he's being electrocuted, and they both fucking explode.
Allahu Akbar.
And then that's how Luke ends the Sith. That's it. Tell me that's not way fucking better. My friend and I came up with that in an hour the other night. Tell me that's not way better for 8 and 9. And then you have an end like Hux commits suicide. He does seppuku, kills himself. And then you have like Finn and Kylo like arrest Rey. She gets rehabilitated like fucking Azula does in not you, Snake, actual Azula in Avatar. And then you have a new Jedi Order, and you have all these characters you can actually work with that have been interesting for 3 movies. Because now Rey has actually been a double agent for the first 2. It's way interesting.
That sounds infinitely better.
And Luke dies a hero and saves the galaxy. And you can still do stuff with Leia. You can have a space battle going on outside. You have the Battle of Coruscant going on. You have Lando, Chewbacca, all these other people are still doing their rebel thing, right? Like all this other stuff is happening, but like that's the main thing for Luke. Like he is in all 3 movies. Okay. And he's the one that finally puts Palpatine down, not someone else. And he does it with the ultimate weapon, destroying the ultimate weapon in the process. The ultimate saber.
Okay. I dig it. On that note, Crimson, what's happening?
What's up, dude?
Well, I've been checking to see if you guys were streaming all day, and it never showed up. And then I got done editing a video. I was closing out tabs and everything. And all of a sudden, it said you guys were live. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I was worried that we weren't going to be able to stream on this channel this week because of last week, but we seem to be good.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait, what? Remember Rize movie trailer dropped yesterday? Also,
I watched on it on last night. I did do that, Crimson. I watched on it on last night.
I started Star Blazers yesterday for the
Did you really?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's what the next fictionology is about, dude.
I know, but I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I love it so. Roman, you're watching Star Blazers, right?
What do you guys watch it on?
I can send you a link.
Send him the link and send me the link because I can't rewatch anymore. I was gonna rewatch like the DVDs that I have of it. So it'd be really helpful if you could send me the link.
I was gonna say I can. This whole site is literally this is what I use.
I honestly I don't have to watch it. I've rewatched the show so many times, but this is an excuse for me to watch it this month. So
I'll put the link in the fellow autists chat. But this is what I use to watch just about all of my anime. So
Fuck yeah. Fuck
you can
yeah.
also watch
Perfect.
cartoons like Teen Titan, Batman the Animated Series, stuff like that on here.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, Muffler Tape, are you gonna join us for the Star Blazers one or no?
We had fun on the last one.
Yeah, the Death Note one was great. I wasn't on it, but I watched it.
Yeah, the Death Note one was really fucking fun.
It's fucking great, dude.
That
You
was
guys-
fun.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited, Crimson. I can't wait, dude.
The Chainsaw Man or the
Most
the
giddy
Star Blazers?
motherfucker in the world, dude.
I gotta
Oh,
tell you, Crimson,
I
when you
cannot
first
wait.
popped in,
I
your
cannot
hat
wait
hooked
to
me
talk
out, bro.
about
I was
everybody.
dying laughing.
Yeah, I'm here to yee you fucking haws, okay?
Yay, fucking hell, America! Fuck yeah! Bro, I was wearing these sunglasses at work today. Everybody was like,
I'm proud to be an American.
dude, I was wearing this outfit at work today, and everybody was like, I walked in. Most of my people are either wearing the work uniform or they're wearing like black. And I'm like, I guess I'm the only fucking American here, dude. Like,
So
call-
my brother is a supervisor at Home Depot. He went to work tonight with a hat just like mine on.
they better not have told him to take it off.
Who knows? Who knows? I know they have a like a no politics thing. I think like you can't wear like campaign
America
hats
is
and
not
stuff. Like,
politics.
yeah, I
live
know.
here.
Like you can't. I was gonna say like MAGA is not like a MAGA hat you can't wear.
Yeah, I
from what
can't.
I
I won't wear
understand.
that at work either. It's not because then it looks like the business supports that, and that's just like it's wrong to do it either way.
It causes
agree.
unnecessary division. So yeah, I do understand.
Crimson, when you're on the job site, you don't wear that either, right?
No, and I don't even do it on my channel because I specifically have a rule against getting
Exactly.
super political.
I don't wear political stuff on my channel either.
I don't consider being a
I don't
patriot
even own it.
political, especially because all of today's Friday, right? Yeah, so all of yesterday while I was at work, I was listening to the Fat Electrician talk like history and stuff, like U.S. military history. So he was covering like the stories of guys like Alvin York. To those of you who do not know, Alvin York was a World War I marksman who he's basically a 6-foot red-headed hillbilly who believed he was on a mission from God.
Yes, I know this man. He is insane.
Captured
He is insane.
132 Germans at once.
Yes, he did.
He's insane.
He was
But he
was
also was a
too.
really like genuinely good person.
This guy might have actually been a messenger from God because he was God tier on the battlefield. All right, Roman, we're going to see this movie together, so get ready. Are you here? I need to see your camera on. The chat needs to get your facial reactions to Rize's big titties. She's an anime goth girl, bro.
Yeah, Roman actually really would like Rize.
I really like Rize.
Fair enough.
I would have
I'm
named
just saying that like
this snake Rize if I didn't already have a snake that was named Rize from a Tokyo Ghoul. At the time,
both.
that snake died, so I can't reuse a name on a different snake. I can't have Rize too. She's her own person, bro.
Bro, humans name their kids after themselves all the time. Just who the fuck cares?
That's different. What if your child was named like Jacoby and then he died and you were like, well, the next one's gonna be Jacoby. Like everybody would be like
That'd be kind of funny actually.
Everybody you know would just be like, you just renamed it the same thing. Like, are you not creative enough to come up with something else for a different thing? Dude, Roman. It's not cool. I'm kidding.
He's preemptively emptying himself out so that he doesn't have another on-stream nut incident.
I hope he does, because if Rize's on screen and they shower in the pool, then shit's about to get crazy, chat.
So yeah, as far as the
I wouldn't want to be in this movie theater with Roman.
What are we watching here?
The Chainsaw Man trailer that just dropped.
Oh, word.
Roman,
Alright.
this is the movie we're going to see, dude.
We're not gonna get cut, are we?
No, they never
Okay.
do that. We watched all their other trailers. They never had a problem with it.
Look, after last week, you just have to be sure.
Well, we're gonna pause throughout because
I'm trying to remember what happened last week. Was this the boogie stuff?
Oh my god, yeah, dude. We're still fighting it.
Yeah. I've
Like,
put
literally, if
4
anybody-
appeals in, bro. 4.
If anybody can fucking tweet something out with us, because we keep doing it, we just keep fighting it. It's gonna take us like a month. We just have to keep doing it. It's gonna take forever.
Sorry. This is something entirely unrelated.
No.
I said something to Daimyo, and he basically is threatening me now.
What'd you send me?
Right. No, Christian, straight up.
I'll send you the picture, and you'll understand why I sent it to him.
Is it his face on a piece of cheese?
No, it's not.
Sometimes
It isn't.
You put that into a thumbnail, and he was so mad about that.
I know he hated the fact that I put the piece of cheese.
Roman, I just sent it to you over Discord.
That was like episode 52 or 54 or something.
I still have that thumbnail on my phone. I'm never getting rid of it. It's hilarious. Are you laughing at? Yo, send it to me. I want to see this.
I'll send it to you too, Roland. Give me a second. Let me find you in here.
What the fuck, dude? I can't just leave me out. Like, I don't want to fucking laugh.
I was trying to find you. That's what I was trying to do.
You found me, buddy.
There you go.
Here I go. Is this gonna make me laugh out loud? Like hard?
Possibly.
I have a feeling this is gonna be one of those things that I like crack the fuck up at. If he's cursing you out, it's gotta be quite funny, right?
Is that supposed to be him? Is that what you're trying to say? No wonder he's cursing you out, you asshole.
No, bro! No! Is that
The thing is, all I did was send it to him and tag his name. That's all I did. Just to make sure he saw it. Just
the problem is, okay, we can't show this picture because of what I'm about to say. Why does this look like so many different people?
Bro, that's so fucking racist. I was listening. Don't show it because it's kind of an asshole thing to do.
Even Doctor Strange. That's also that comedian Freddie Wong or whatever.
Why are they all named Wong?
That's the same guy. I think that's the same person. And Damian.
Why are they all named Wong? Oh my god.
Guys, I have had a day, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I've had a day, okay?
I've had a day too. I spent 2 hours making a fake Powerpuff Girls intro.
Completely sidestepped the trailer, and if I didn't read chat, I would have kept going. And we still wouldn't have watched the Chainsaw Man trailer. Okay. Whew! Huh. Okay. Alright. Chainsaw Man. Trailer for the movie. The Rize arc. Roman. This is the Goth Girl arc. I actually am not joking.
I get it. Look, Roman is legitimately just Denji.
No, yeah, yeah. No, Roman's Chainsaw Man. I think Crimson. I think you would be.
Make me someone who dies really fast.
No. I think no. You'd be like you'd be a character that's like actually like good.
Would I?
Well, I feel like you would almost be what's his name? Kisbe. The anime lord. Right? Like you're like the guy that like knows more.
So when you say the goth girl arc, is homie gonna walk into like a brothel and there's gonna be like
No,
goth girls everywhere, dog, or like
there's titties in it though.
And a femboy.
I don't know if they're gonna show the titties.
femboys do not interest me. Now,
No,
question:
I don't know if they're gonna show the titties, but there's actual like there's like tits and
the
ass.
titties.
Yeah,
Do they have piercings on them?
No.
I considering it's Chainsaw Man and this is technically a shonen, I doubt they're going to show any nipples or anything, so you're not going to get piercings.
Well, this is the theatrical cut that we're gonna be seeing. They could have a rated R theatrical cut, and then they could have like the one that they show in the anime. Like you know how they redid Mugen Train in the anime.
Is this the sequel to season 1, or like?
Yes, this is the very next thing after season 1, and so I have a feeling that they could make a rated R movie. Like they could definitely get away with a rated R movie. They know that their main audience is adults or late teenagers, which is like 17 and up. Like you could easily get away with a rated R Chainsaw Man movie. I don't know how they're not going to be able to do that.
I'm surprised it isn't more rated R, to be honest.
Well, Crimson, think about it going forward. After this arc, how do they not make it rated R? It's literally not possible. If you want to stay true to it, I don't know how you can't make it rated R. It's right after this is International Assassins.
Oh yeah, don't they have that whole scene with like Quan Chi and all her girls doing their thing together?
Yes. And then you also have
the muffler tape is a little bit less difficult, delicate with it. Yeah, the lesbian orgy would be difficult to not censor.
Yeah, and, well, they
could just say it. Yeah, there's a lesbian orgy.
well, yeah, but they could just skip that, which, like, actually, I don't want you to do because it proves that they're all Quan Chi's wives.
Like, I don't want them to do it because it's hot.
Well, yeah, but they fucking love it.
Right.
See, I don't think they'll skimp on Chainsaw Man because they'll do some fucked shit in Mappa stuff. Like they've done it in.
Well, Mappa doesn't just do shonen stuff. That's like I'm talking
about. This is not a shonen. Chainsaw Man's not a shonen.
Chainsaw Man's published in a shonen magazine.
You're correct. It's published in a shonen magazine, but it toes the line between shonen and being seinen. It's very close to seinen. It's like literally if it wasn't published in a shonen magazine and it was published in the same magazine as Tokyo Ghoul at the same time, that would make sense. You know what I'm saying?
I could also see it being published alongside like something like there's part 2 is digital only. Interesting.
What does he mean?
So part 1 was published in the magazine, part 2 is only on on digital.
Oh, of the manga, yes.
Yeah.
After chapter 99, yes. But Crimson, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I think
I think this is one that actually would benefit from being less censored and a little bit more graphic.
This is way closer to Tokyo Ghoul than it is to Naruto.
I'm just saying I have my doubts as to whether they'll actually go that route.
I think they should. I think it would benefit the story just the same way that it benefited Game of Thrones to actually show the shit.
Yeah, just the same way it benefited stuff like Berserk to show that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then when we get scenes, like that's what makes the scenes so special in Naruto when we get them. Like, okay, all the sound is cut, all the music is cut, I should say, but Naruto and Sasuke are just punching each other, and that's all you hear. Like that's what makes that so impactful because you don't get that. But when you're getting like the brutality in the show itself from like you're able to show it in a different way because you know it's coming. It's a different type of impact. You know it's something that's going to happen. And I'm so excited to watch this trailer, so let's fucking go.
俺の心はマキマさんが見つけてくれた。
Roman, I have to ask you, how do you feel about Makima?
Not my. Now, to be fair, it's
He said, "No, but wait."
He's got to leave that door open a little bit, you know.
Yeah, he was like, "Not my." Wait, to be fair,
Can I answer by saying that I'm currently indifferent?
Would you smash?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
だから。
Nah, she's too dangerous, if you ask me.
マキマさんだけのもん
Dude, Roman is totally dead. I'm sorry.
でも
Watch
体
yourself,
が
bro.
勝手に
Wait, what did he say? My heart belongs to Makima,
のもんだ。でも
but my body
my
has
body
other
has
ideas.
other
Yeah,
ideas.
Roman, just wait.
勝手に
Dude, the music's gonna be so good. The music's gonna be so good. Roman, we're seeing this in the movie theater together, dude. We both gotta
When-
get off work.
When does it come
to go
out?
see it.
October.
That's a great question.
Oh,
Okay, I thought
I can definitely get off. For sure.
It releases in Japan I think this month. But it doesn't come out in the US until.
Damn! 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 Sorry.
Yeah, done some titties.
Actually, 100% serious, Rize is one of my favorite characters in Chainsaw Man. She's fucking so intricately written. She's really good.
Yeah, you're watching for the plot.
No,
You
I'm
don't
reading for the plot. I'm watching for the tits. I'm reading for the plot.
You don't understand. You do not understand the
Roman, wait. Put a green streak. Roman, put a green streak in her hair, and that's Natalie Portman. That's the Natalie Portman you're looking for.
I would commit the rumbling for her if she asked me to. I would commit the rumbling for her.
Denji. That's why you're totally Denji. Denji is gonna be Roman's favorite anime.
So basically, if a goth girl asked, Roman would become Hitler. Got it.
Not
Thanks,
Hitler.
Movie Bob.
Aaron Yeager.
What's the fucking difference?
Aaron Yeager can turn into a Titan.
I was about to say, Aaron Yeager is literally no different, except for he just killed everyone.
Yeah, he's a little cooler than Hitler, though.
Aaron
Yeah,
Yeager did it to
You know what?
protect the people that he loved.
You know what? Arguably, both of them are pretty stylish, but they both sucked.
I don't know. I'm not on the side of anyone who decides they want to commit genocide against people who didn't.
Neither am I. That's why I'm an American today. And every day.
Same here.
Fuck.
Now, is there any more still shots of mommy in this trailer? Because I need some.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Is there any more still shots of mommy? He says.
Yo. If you say
Speaking
mommy
of-
one more time, you might make me accidentally.
Let me
You might make me accidentally drop a word accidentally that I say
let me take a
on
picture.
Xbox
of-
sometimes with my friends.
Let me take a picture of this. All right.
Just Google fucking Rize and download the
Google
PNG.
Rize in the manga. You can see her tits.
You'll get a better quality image than screen capping your fucking stream.
Her tits are in the manga.
Hell, better yet, you could go to Rule 34 and see much better. I'm sure you could find
That's
some
perfect,
Odeon out
bro.
there too.
I'm buying 3 seats to this movie so I can sit one away from you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be barking the whole fucking movie.
Yo! Shut the fuck up! This motherfucker barked at me earlier. He barked at me. And I said, I literally said, don't ever fucking do that. Don't
Because
you
of our
ever
background.
fucking bark at me. Yeah, because my dog was barking downstairs and he started fucking woofing. And he was saying woof. Don't fucking ever do that.
See, the thing is, though, that's actually pretty common for the Chainsaw Man fandom. When it first got announced, the whole hall that they announced Chainsaw Man in was just people barking at a picture of Makima.
No, bro.
That's a meme.
Rize,
Yeah, Rize's. You know what, Roman? Why is this not just the back? No, I'm kidding. It has to be America today. But you can screenshot this and save it for a backup.
Yeah, choose the American lolly.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Roman just fucking nutted. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the screen of the YouTube. My full screen right now is YouTube, so I don't know what's happening on everybody's cameras. But I know Roman just made a face when he saw this. What's with the hole?
He's left. He has gone to clean himself up.
How you feeling, buddy? Okay, you can turn your camera on. It's just Chainsaw Man. It's not gonna hurt you.
no, it's not. There was a face that I made that I did not want to make on camera. Imagining that shot in my head, bro. Like, just what I want it to be done to me.
Dude,
Like,
I don't want to
be
sit
there.
next to you in this movie theater. I really don't.
No, bro, you're sitting next to me. You're sitting next to me.
Roman was out here looking like this.
I sit like this, bro. No, I don't want to.
That's the look he didn't want everyone to see.
No. Don't want to be like
Can you fucking blame me?
Yes, don't be like Nick Arcada.
I have Roman's address. I'm going to send him a
Hey,
sign.
okay,
Too.
let's continue. Just
Okay.
Yo,
If
you have
Roman, could Roman possibly get any worse if we sent him a Sonichu?
muffler tape. I will muffler tape. Fuck. How do I do this? Crimson Law. I will actually fucking pay you if you just mail Roman a random fucking meme that you printed out from a printer. I will pay you for the fucking mailing fee.
I'll send it in like a 4x4 box, and
I
it'll just be a PNG of SpongeBob and Patrick taped to the bottom of the box.
Dude, any meme you want. It could literally just say the N-word. It could just be like one paper that says the N-word, but it's addressed to Roman. Like, I just want, like, somebody just like, I will DM me. I will send somebody the money to randomly send Roman a package that just says something funny or has a funny picture, so that he opens it up and he's like, what's this? But it can't be now. It can't be now because I've said this now. It has to be like months from now. Like, DM me and hit me up and just be like, yo, I'm going to send Roman this picture. I'll be like, okay, here's like $6 for the shipping and handling.
You wanna send me a Rize picture? By all means, I have the perfect place for it to go
Send
into
him,
my
like,
room.
I will print out a whole fucking Rize Dojinshi for you and send
Dude, you
it.
can send him gay furry art. I don't care.
If you send
Okay,
me gay
so-
furry art,
Whatever,
I will send
whatever
literal
you-
shit back.
How fucking hilarious would it be if he got this official ass letter in the mail and he opens it up and it's just a gay furry with like tits.
Crimson makes it out like it's from like the federal
It's like
government,
some- it's
and
like
then
some,
like
what is it? Futanari? It's like some Futanari furry with like huge tits. Be fucking hilarious. Could you imagine? 7 months from now, you open your mail and you're like, what is this? It's
You know,
addressed.
I actually have considered asking around for Roman's address just so I could fucking troll
give
the
it
shit
to
out of
you.
him and like just randomly out of nowhere like send like a massive fucking dildo through the mail to him.
No, you can't do that. That's not fair. But like I like
Do it when I have my when I live on my own. You can-
X-Wing has my address because he sent me a fucking figure. But like it's whatever. I've gotten stuff from YouTubers before. Let's continue. Damn, bro, they're fucked up. Oh,
Go back.
Fucking power, bro.
Go back.
That's literally the same scene
You
we've
want-
seen
you
like
want
5
screenshot
times now.
Makima? I thought you weren't into Makima. I thought you weren't into Makima.
I'm not,
She's
but
not your
her with
type.
Rize.
That just proves that any chick would.
Anyway, proceed.
It sounds like the same guy who did the first intro for Chainsaw Man.
My
Yeah.
computer just stopped being fucking normal. Alright, I know exactly what's happening here. What did I tell you about Chainsaw Man when you first watched it? The moral of the story is
Don't trust women.
don't trust women. Thank you, Crimson. Thank you.
I mean, I learned that without watching Chainsaw Man. But
好きな人が2人できちまったよ。誰だと思う？
Ah, cool scene.
私の他に
Roman. This is the scene I'm talking about where you see titty.
Look,
Dude, I
man,
can't
at this
wait to
point, you're
fucking go see
forcing
this
it.
movie in theaters. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. This movie's gonna be so good. I'm actually so fucking excited for this movie. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for this for what, 3 years, Crimson? 3 years?
I think we've
Where
been
has
waiting for this
she-
for a long time. I remember going over it
think
with you on
October,
animated back in the day.
By October,
We
I think
talked
it'll be
about
3
it.
years.
we talked about it when we were on audio only on the pod. We talked about
Season 1 was out 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because when I started the podcast, I watched it with my ex-girlfriend, and that was before I even started the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because her and I rewatched it over the summer, and that's when I started the podcast. So yeah, Chainsaw Man, like yeah, it's been a fucking long time. It's been a long time. Allow me to introduce myself.
いるでしょ
That fucking transition!
See, the sad thing is I can't see anything because it's all just
レ
lagging.
ンジ君私の他に好きな人いるでしょ
And this is a
No.
StreamYards issue, so there's a huge amount of latency on this video for me.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it lagging for you?
Yeah.
Well, StreamYards, even if the
lagging for
video
you too,
plays
let's
well, StreamYards always has a fucking issue with videos like this for some reason. Remember back like when we were you would come on animated with me on occasion? Like we had this issue back then too. It's been a consistent thing.
I'm looking at it. I'm not even looking at it. I just let it play for a second.
Yeah, Kenshin Yonezu. That is the same guy who wrote the first opening.
Roland, how's it playing on YouTube? Is it good?
It does not look good from. Hold on, let me see. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Hold up.
Let me see. Hold up. Let me see.
It actually it doesn't look terrible on YouTube, but it's real choppy. Roman, you want to try playing it?
Yeah, we're at 57
All right,
seconds.
I'm gonna stop sharing. Go to Chainsaw Man the movie, or just go to Chainsaw Man trailer. It should be the newest one, and go to 50.
I got you.
50 seconds.
Yep.
You try sharing it. If it shares better from your screen, it might even share better from Crimson's. If Crimson wants to share it, we'll see who does better.
All right. We were at 57 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, go to 50.
50, got you. All right. Let's do this, shall we?
Wait, what the fuck? You already made Rize your profile picture?
You're damn fucking right, I did.
Get the fuck out of here. That's my favorite character. That's
Nope.
my girl.
She's mine.
You haven't even
You
read
can't
she's
like
my
the
girl.
Velociraptor. I like the Velociraptor.
Roman,
Shut the fuck
Roman.
up, you 3-year-old.
Roman. You haven't even read the manga. All right. You don't
So
know.
she's mine, bro.
No,
I
shut
love
up.
her.
No, she's not. I had a snake named after her. So shut the fuck up.
I had a snake
I love her.
inside her.
You're gay.
Oh, I wish.
You wish you were gay?
No,
Get fucked!
no.
Get fucked!
Context. No.
Fuck you, gay boy!
Nope.
Get
Cap.
fucked, boy!
False.
You just confirmed it.
No.
What do you mean?
I wish I was inside of Rize. Is what I meant. All right.
All right, hit play.
All right. Is this better?
You know why it's working?
私の他に好きな
This is
人
a
いる
little
で
bit
しょ
better.
Boom. 私たちの戦い方ってのを教えてあげる。
That's September, dude.
Okay, that's the Japanese release.
September.
Fuck. So the American release is October.
The American release is going to be like a month later. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that trailer again tonight before I go to bed. I'm gonna be really happy.
Mm-hmm. Happy ending, huh?
All right.
It will be happy ending tonight. That's fucking awesome. I can't wait.
So, question for you guys: is there any scenes,
God damn it.
are there?
God damn it, Roman. You're muted, bro.
I thought you roll it. I thought you muted him because you didn't want to hear him.
No, he muted himself because he didn't want to hear himself.
Are there any scenes where Rize's like,
Yes.
like promiscuously dancing around.
Actually, yes.
I was about to say, I think there is one like that. There's
Yeah.
also a scene in the manga where Denji gets a
Uh,
hand job from a psychopath, but that's a completely different topic.
Roland,
Is she
when
a psychopath? Is she a psychopath though? That is a
She
good
definitely has a split personality.
question. She wasn't until she got fucking affected by a demon. She was a regular person.
But before that, she's just a fucking
It's not
tsundere.
her fault that she has a split.
She's still a fucking tsundere even without the fucking split
But
personality.
she has a split personality for the sole reason that something else has infected her soul. Yes, that's why she has a split personality, because she stays herself and this thing just lives there in her head. Yeah. So like it's not her fault she's insane.
She's
But yeah.
insane regardless. She's nuts.
She does jerk
Asa is
off.
fucking nuts.
Asa is not. I'm not denying that Asa is nuts. I'm just denying that, like, you cannot say that she has a split personality. She doesn't. It's caused by outside forces.
Crimson,
What?
who would Rize choose, Roland or me?
Stop. Me. Actually, no, you. You're more susceptible.
I was about to say, it really depends. I think Roman's more easily manipulated.
Is she a succubus?
Yeah, basically.
Might as well be.
That's why she's so hot. Damn it.
She's
I was
just-
gonna kill me. It's fine.
She is a real bombshell though.
Was that me?
No one heard what I said. No one heard what I said.
What did you say?
Nothing.
No balls. You will not say it again.
I don't have to. Those who heard it heard it.
You know what?
Crimson, Crimson, you're smiling like I feel like you heard it.
No, I made my own joke and I'm amusing myself.
Oh.
I all I said was Rize is a real bombshell.
She's a real bombshell.
Now, would she
Finally.
cheat on me with Roland?
What?
Would it be like an Adam 22 type of like a situation?
I don't. What?
Remember that dude who paid this giant black dude to fuck his wife in front of him, and he was like
Did he?
paying him
So
to get
like
fucked?
every like small scale conservative commentator ever.
Basically, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Did he?
What was the guy's name? Jack Murphy?
Did he?
Jack Murphy, yeah.
Did he?
Like P. Diddy, or are you asking did he?
Fucking P. Diddy, bro. Part of the half of the whole trial was about the fucking huge black man named the Punisher that was fucking his wife in front of him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Her fiance or whatever. Diddy.
I can't-
You guys
I
are like
can-
talking about all these other people, and I'm like, this is literally relevant right now about a big black man. He literally said this motherfucker would sit there. Excuse me. This motherfucker would sit there in boxer shorts, veil over a black veil like a bride, but he'd be in boxers, completely naked. Other than that, just in boxers, wearing a veil over his face, strapped on by a headband. And he'd sit there and watch and just jerk it. Jerk his bird. He just jerk his bird.
I can't believe that dude got off,
His
bro. That's
fiance
crazy.
getting railed by a fucking black guy, and he said, and not even by a black guy. I mean, it's just in general. So by fucking another guy, but it's like a bigger black guy than
So
you.
first Diddy, now first Will Smith, now Diddy.
Yeah, pretty much.
But was
Yeah, but Diddy did a lot of
What-
worse shit. Like that's
I was
not
about to say Will Smith is just a retard. Diddy's a retard and an awful person.
no. This just makes him a bitch. but beyond being a bitch, you also did some horrible fucking things to children.
Why would you go to that island?
Hell. But
Why would you
apparently
go
he
to
got
that
off
island?
two out of the three charges dropped. Right? Am I wrong?
Okay, so basically, he got convicted of prostitution, but trafficking and the kidnapping, the more serious stuff, that all got dropped. But he got
What about yeah, well, that makes sense because Cassie, there's a ton of texts where she seems like she's like down.
I'll be right back.
You're good. It seems like she's down for it, and that's the problem.
What is that profile picture?
I don't know. Fuck, dude, he just left. I have to pee so bad, bro.
All right, go. I'll sit here and talk. It's fine. Go, bro. Can you pee in 2 minutes? I'll play that 2-minute clip. Go. Are we frozen here? Oh, okay.
What's up?
No, Roland's just not moving.
No, he's moving. He's just moving very, very slightly. He's just pretending like there's nothing going on here.
Roland, are you good, bro?
I totally got him, dude. I totally did. I totally had you. I know I did. He's like, Roman's looking. He's like, what the fuck? Is the stream still up?
See, this is the advantage of having a proper setup.
You mother goober. I'll be right back. Tell me, Roman, you can't say I didn't have you, though.
I was worried, bro.
All I had to do was this. And I knew Crimson would notice, so I had this slight fucking bobble on my wrist. I knew he noticed it. I knew it. As soon as he came back, I was like, fuck. Crimson, you went the opposite way. I thought you were going to play along. You son of a bitch. You called it out. I thought you were like, yeah, he's frozen, except for the fact that he's moving. Fuck you. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go pee. That was funny, though.
Have fun.
Oh, I'll have a blast, quite literally.
So, what's happening with you? I watched your new video, and I love how for like the first like 4 hours it has like 7 views, and then it just like blows up after that. It's always fun.
Yeah, that's just the algorithm taking it and how it feeds through people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking about the latest video, the latest one I literally posted just before coming on here. And for that one, I had some fun with it. I went and made kind of recreated the opening monologue for the Powerpuff Girls with the sugar, spice, everything except for like a completely different thing.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of editing for me. It's always satisfying when it pays off, like the last video before it, where like I got a couple hundred views on it. It's still like not ideal. I wish I could more regularly get like 1,000 plus, like I was for a period of time. But it is what it is.
You ever think about like hiring someone to edit your videos for you, or do you have to do it yourself? Like that's just your thing, right? Like you have to be the one.
Well, if I ever got to the point where I could monetize my channel like fully and start like have a decent income off of it, I would actually consider hiring an editor, because then I can actually think about converting it into a business, and the editor basically just becomes an employee. And if you think about it like that, you want to still have an income on top of what you pay your employees. I would want to be able to pay an editor a good amount and still be able to make money on my own. because I do not like cheating people out of money.
Yeah. I, I I kind of am not happy if the work isn't done by me. So I don't know, because like I do have an editor technically, but she's very like freelance. She's not like an editor. Like she, does a fantastic job, but she is very freelance. She's not like official, but um if slash when I ever like if my channel becomes monetized, like I do want to also have an editor too, but I kind of run into the same problem that you have, where it's like I want to make income, but if I'm not making like if I can't pay her what she should get and then also pay like my own bills, I probably should just do it myself. Like that's kind of the whole thing. And I think
Also,
that you'll get there, bro.
I don't think our editor probably likes me very much.
What makes you say that?
Say yeah, she likes you. Yeah, that's a no.
What makes you say that?
She's an editor for your channel.
What's that got to do with anything?
Some of your views politically are very opposite of mine.
Actually, you want to know the funny part?
Do I know this person?
No.
Why not? I should know the editor who's doing the fucking editing for. We should do a Discord hangout. I should know.
Okay.
I should know the editor who's editing my videos.
She's never touched you. Pause.
What the fuck? I hope not.
She edits.
See what, Roman? Spit it the fuck out, boy.
She
fucking what?
She fucking what, mate?
You fucking what, mate? She fucking went to fucking what, mate?
She shot your fucking nun, mate.
Tell me what the fuck she fucking did. Fuck. It's this blimey fucking American Day.
She edits my Kingdom Hearts videos.
I know she edits your Kingdom Hearts videos. That's when you got her.
Okay, but
I still want to meet her. She edits. Does she not edit the RoloRome cast as well?
No, Liam does that.
Oh well.
Oh, so Liam's the one who hates Rolo.
Oh no, Liam's gay. It's okay.
Liam's not gay. He's not gay.
Roman, obviously I'm joking. He knows I'm fucking with him. I know him. That's the joke.
Anyway.
I shouldn't have to fucking explain it. Clearly,
anyway.
If it's your brother, obviously I'm gonna fuck with him instead.
If he's your brother, obviously I'm gonna fuck him. I mean, fuck with him.
Yeah, obviously I want to fuck him instead. Like, God. Castle Doctrine.
Sir, Castle Doctrine does not include.
Fuck you.
Sir, Castle Doctrine does not include whipping your dick out and throwing.
Castle Doctrine means I can come inside and butt fuck you. I love that I said that, and that's totally gonna get clipped as I'm Master Chief with an American flag.
I mean, like, so you said that you thought that she had different political views than you, but like the funny part is she's actually more conservative than you are.
Is she? Do we know? I actually know this person?
No, I guarantee that you do not know her. I promise you.
Around here.
Yes.
Well, Roman's already confirmed I'm turning into Roman. Roman's already confirmed that you've never been touched by her. So
yeah, I hope not. Roman, because that would be weird. Roman, how the fuck do you guarantee that I don't know her if she's from around here? I know a lot of people around here. I've worked in retail around here for fucking 10 years, and before that, I worked in service, which was like being a fucking restoration person and then asphalt and steel coating, redoing bathrooms, all that. I know a lot of people that I didn't know before. Has she said she doesn't know?
I mean, she said that she doesn't know you, and now it's funny because she has a name that's very familiar to you. Very familiar to you.
Her name's Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Taylor Lorenz.
Taylor, my ex.
So it's not her. It's not her. Cross my heart, it's not her.
Yeah, it'd actually be
Oh.
crazy if my ex-girlfriend was editing Roman's videos.
I would not do that to you.
I actually
I'm a
wouldn't
good
care.
friend.
I straight up wouldn't give a fuck.
Well,
I'd be like, pay her less. Make her do more and pay her less.
That doesn't sound like not giving a fuck.
No, it'd be hilarious. Let's see how long I can make it go for until she's like, yo, dude, what the fuck? And then he'd be like, nah, I'm just kidding. I'll actually pay you this much.
but I doubt that you know her. I'm not gonna say her
cheated
last
on me,
name.
all right? She cheated on me hardcore. She fucking deserves to get paid a little bit less for
Crimson, you don't get it, bro. It was a whole thing back when, like,
oh, dude, the whole fucking school knew about it, and everybody was like, "Fuck that hoe." It's crazy because everybody was like, "How do you do that to that guy?"
No,
like,
no, I would have been on the fuck that hoe train too because
Bro, everybody was like,
I don't like cheaters or disloyalty.
Well,
That's
well
like
it wasn't even just that. It was that because everybody would do that to cheaters, but on top of that, it was Roland's like one of the nicest guys in school. Like, how could you do that to him? Type of shit. Like bro, people I never talked to were like, "You got cheated on, bro. That's fucked up. Just know that I got your back." Like straight up, it was so weird because I knew like most of my school. So our elementary school joined into like our 3 elementary schools joined into a middle school. That middle school had the most students out of the entire grade. Our grade had like 700 kids. So there was like probably 450 of those were from our middle school. And the other half was like the other 2 schools. So most of the kids all knew each other already going into high school. And then we all just became friends with everybody else because of parties and stuff. And then from that point, everybody was like ask Roman, I knew most of the people in my grade. Even if I didn't know your name, I could say hi to you and have a conversation because I knew what I was in a class with you or something. But like he knows that our friend group knew pretty much everybody.
that's
so when
true.
I
And
got cheated on by somebody in a different grade, 1 grade under us, everybody was like, "Fuck that." And then you had the entire senior grade fucking after this dude and this chick. Like I was like, y'all don't have to fuck. But they would walk down the hallway and hide their faces. Like I'm not trying to do all this shit, but like y'all deserve it because you led me on for 3 months after I've been dating you for fucking 8. The last
was that senior year?
Yeah,
That was our senior year, right?
That's
Yeah.
my senior year, and I had other chicks that were like into me, but like, and you're cheating on me for them fucking 3 months, bitch.
That's crazy.
That's why you like Chainsaw Man.
I'll fucking calm the fuck out too. I remember Sean's bitch ass fucking walking away into classrooms because he was scared to look at me because he knew that I could kick his ass. I fucking remember it.
That was when you were in your like, you know, Johnny Depp phase.
Hey,
You had like
I'll rock you.
Yeah.
I'll rock you. He knew that I could too. His bitch ass didn't say shit to me.
Sounds like you're not over it, pal.
Oh no, I'm fine. I just think it's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I just think it's fucking funny because it's like I wasn't gonna do anything. I literally didn't. I didn't. I wasn't going to. It's the same way that like I don't give a fuck about any of the other ones, dude. I'm like currently.
hydrated, moisturized, thriving, living your best life,
Working, making money, not spending it on women. I don't have to spend money on Valentine's Day. It's kind of nice.
Well, you don't have to spend spend money on Valentine's Day, even if you do have a bitch.
No, you don't. I've done that before.
It's just they seem to really like that you do. So
actually, my best Valentine's Day was not spending money. I cooked at home. It was great.
You cooked and you got pussy.
Yes, I fucking did. Yes, I fucking did.
Wait, where is that clip? Where is it? Right here.
I got pussy.
Yes, I fucking did.
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock.
You didn't have to do that to yourself.
No, you didn't.
I don't.
You don't feel shame? Yeah, we kind of figured that one out.
Shame.
Roland, shame. You are not talking to me about shame. You're not talking to me about shame.
Why not?
Because you said bestiality should be legal.
That was no, I didn't. I was quoting someone who said that.
But you still said it though.
You said you want to get tagged by a goth girl. And you weren't quoting about yourself.
No shame in that though. None.
Okay, let's just be clear. If you're a dude who wants someone to stick something in their butt, I don't know what to tell you other than you are probably gay.
No, that's not gay if it's done by
dude. It doesn't matter.
Roman is Mac. Roman is Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It doesn't matter who's doing it.
Bro.
If you're sticking something in your butt for sexual, if you're sticking something in your butt for sexual pleasure, you're gay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Pun intended.
No, there's actually buts about it, but.
So if someone puts a butt plug in, are they gay?
Yes.
Why do you?
Well, actually, it depends. Is it a woman?
Why do you go to work with? Do you go to work with a butt plug in your ass?
No.
No, he plays Fall Guys with a butt plug in his ass.
Fall Guys. Fucking Fall Guys.
If you don't get the reference, you aren't into all the insane shit that I follow.
I get it.
The Kirsha stuff, right? You understand that one.
Yes. Yes. I get it. Roman probably doesn't. I do.
Anyway, how's that made me gay if I still want the cooch also to be an option?
That makes you bisexual. You like penis in your butt. You just don't want a guy to do it.
No. I would only want a strap on.
Okay, Roman.
Okay, let's blindfold Roman, and we'll test this and see if he can tell the difference between someone stuffing a meat rod in his ass or a plastic rod in his ass.
He'll tell the difference.
Yeah, because he's experienced both.
No. There's definitely a different consistency. Is that the word you use? Consistency?
Are you the one who's experienced both?
No, I would assume that like I know that rubber feels different than skin, right? Like a dildo, like I have like my girlfriend has been like, yo, use this dildo upon me, and I have done so. So like
use this dildo upon me.
Yeah, because I'm trying to say this in the most not weird way, which is making it weirder because no matter what I'm talking about, no matter what I'm talking about, fucking my ex-girlfriend. So, like, anyway, the dildo feels different than my penis. It's not the same fucking material. So, like, I think he'd be able to tell the difference between a fucking woman wearing a strap-on with some silicone penis and like an actual cock from OG Mud. I feel like you'd be able to tell the difference between a big black cock and a big black fucking dildo. Like they have to be different, right? Like There's no way. Have you ever felt someone's skin and been like, that shit's rubber? Like, no. There's no like twang. Like when you like pull it back, like
Getting real up in arms over this one, dude.
I'm just saying, like
You're awful defensive about sticking things in your butt.
it's not mine, it's his.
Oh, so you're sticking things in Roman's butt. Got
I'm
it.
not sticking anything in his butt. I'm just saying you cannot say that he wouldn't tell the difference between a fake penis and a real one. I think he would tell the difference. I'm just saying. That's my whole point. I think you'd be able to tell the difference between skin penetrating your asshole and fucking fake latex penetrating your asshole. I think one would be able to tell the difference. One would have heat, first of all. The other one wouldn't. One would also have like actual balls like slapping against yours.
You can get dildos with those kinds of attachments.
Yeah, but are they like is there weight? Is there weight to the
A lot of them have them.
Is there weight to the ball? Roman, you brought this up. You're the one talking about getting fucked. So now you brought this upon yourself. You quite literally will bring this upon yourself. At some point in time, you'll come upon this dilemma. Do I take the real?
He'll come upon this dilemma?
Well, this dilemma is the name of a fucking transgender hooker. But Muffler Tape says,
I have a woman, thank you.
Thinking too much about how your friend would tell the difference between flesh and not flesh, man. Man member. I don't think I'm thinking too much into it. I just think there's obviously a human being would tell the. Have you ever had a woman? Like like if you stick your penis in a woman, it feels like she knows the difference between a penis and a fucking vibrator. There's a difference there.
There's a difference between a vibrator and a dildo.
Okay, there's also a difference between a dildo and a penis. Like
there's also a difference between a dildo and you. Wait, maybe not.
Wait, basically, if you don't have a penis, don't hit on me. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between a penis and me. Anyway, I had to figure that out. I had to figure that one out real fast.
Someone please clip Roland saying there's definitely a difference between a penis and me.
Yeah, I had to think that out real quick.
He didn't even say it right. That's the funniest part.
Yep, that's the one. Somebody screenshot Roman like that, please. That's a perfect like moment, like right there.
Guys,
His bent down, guys. Look what we're doing to him.
I can't see. If I open my eyes, they burn.
If I open my eyes, they burn. What?
Yeah, skull fucked by a giant black guy named Requise.
Roman, what is another topic we have to talk about?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You
what did I send you?
You didn't send me. I don't know. What did you send me? You can look too.
Hold on. Tom Brady's dating Sydney Sweeney.
Who cares?
Tom Brady's dating Sydney.
And then you want to talk about the Fox girl tragedy or no?
White girl tragedy? Oh, are we talking about the autistic chick who was saving foxes?
Killed herself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. It honestly,
I saw this story a little while ago. I'm not quite fresh on the details. Basically, she got bullied on the internet and ended up taking her own life. Is that the story that?
Yeah.
yes, that is the.
Roland sent me the video by Camelot, and I watched it, and it broke. And it.
Well,
And it
honestly,
broke my
Roman,
heart.
do you want to just? How long is that video? It's 20
Like,
minutes.
yeah, it's like 20 minutes.
Fuck yes.
I'll say this because I say it quite often on my own channel.
Don't ever fucking. Okay, you go first. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say is I say this pretty often on my channel, but people really need to start acting like the internet is real life and like not like you can just say whatever and get away with it. I've seen so many people call death threats and making fun of other people's dead parents just dark humor, bro. What are you talking about, bro? No, it's not dark humor. You cannot walk up to someone on the street and say, hey, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Dark humor, bro. No, that's gonna get you fucking slapped or treated like you're an insane asylum a patient. People need to treat the internet like it's the real fucking world because guess what? There are, generally speaking, real people on the other side of that screen that you're talking to.
Yes.
Maybe treat them with a little bit of respect, even if you can't see their faces. This goes to everyone.
Here's the thing.
I see people who have used things that I have spoken against, like the whole Dandadan fan art issue that happened. People use that as an excuse to go start slinging N-words on the internet. That's just as bad. Everyone needs to chill the fuck out.
Amen, brother.
Keep going. I want to hear you.
No, that's pretty much it. Is people are just assholes to each other because they think they can get away with it. And a lot of the time, it's actually just like kids who are like in their teens who think they're tough shit and can get away with it because they're behind a keyboard. I feel like some of those kids do need to like generally get an ass whooping to realize maybe I shouldn't be a little fucking shit. This is why I'm a fan of everyone getting an ass kicking at least once in their life, because it almost needs to happen for people to develop properly.
Bullying is needed.
Well, not bullying, but just they have to do something that's difficult or go through a hard patch in life because people don't mature without some level of hard times.
It's not even just like it's not even bullying in the way that you're thinking of it. It's bullying in the way that you have a guy that's in your class on your first day of school who's a real dick and he's fucking with you for the first month and you and him get in a scuffle and then you figure it out and then you're buddies for the rest of school. Like that type of like that it builds character, right? Like the little harmless bullying, like the stuff that actually builds character in a child, like that needs to happen in order for you to not be a pussy. Like if I like my kid, I hope that I have the ability to be able to be like, oh, here's your first gaming console, here's a headset, here's Xbox Live, go talk in a game chat.
I don't know. I'm still against.
Yeah, they were really mean to me. Yeah, they were really mean to me too, son. You tell them. You get them right back.
I'm more so saying that some of these kids need to face the consequences of their actions at least once in their life in order to learn that what they're doing is wrong. Not that they need to get bullied, because I think that's just fucking awful as well. I don't care how quote unquote harmless it is. I still think I was perfectly fine getting death threats on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 because I dropped an AC-130 on some retard motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's the necessary part of growing up, but some people just need to face the consequences of their actions and learn that you cannot get away with constantly being a dick to everyone.
Here's the way that I see it.
Roman, I know we've been streaming for so long, but you've had this saying you're gay at the bottom for the entire stream. It doesn't even just say like.
I did that on purpose.
Okay.
But so here's my thing. So there are people who you could walk up to them and say your hair's too short, and they'll say like, I'm gonna delete myself, right? And there are people who get literally offended over like anything, right? But
Right.
but something that I have come to realize, especially with this Michaela Reigns situation, is that like there is a difference between people being like what people would call snowflakes, and then people that are genuinely being like bullied or like, you know, harassed. And you can't just say if you're like bullying someone and it hurts them, or if you're being a dick or harassing them, and then if they, you know, react in like a not positive way, you can't say, well, they're just being a snowflake. If you say, well, you should go and end your own life, what do you want them to say? Like,
No, I 100% agree with that. Like that's what I was speaking against is you cannot act like that on the internet. You need to face the consequences of your actions. That's why I feel like people like saying that should have some form of reprimand. A lot of sites do have rules against that because it's an awful thing to say.
And here's the thing, Reddit does not. There is entire Reddit pages. I'll use EFAP for an example, where there's people that literally have like full on like, it's like, yeah, this guy sucks. Like Mahler sucks. Fuck Mahler. He's super negative, even though he's not, because he's actually very positive about movies that he likes. But like it's just going through that, and then there's one guy that's like, yeah, I have his address. We should go kill him. And there's like other people that are like, yeah, go do it. And like nobody's saying like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, that's the kind of unhinged, retarded ass internet stuff that needs to get punished more
and they
and
go
more.
after people's family members.
Are either of you familiar with what the whole chibi review situation that happened surrounding the Don fan art?
I know about it because of you and I talking about it on your show, but Roman might not.
I don't know.
So basically, whether you like him or not, there's a content creator out there called Chibi Reviews. He retweeted a scene from Don that is somewhat controversial because it does entail some aliens getting really close to doing not nice things to one of the female characters. And he said the animators didn't need to go this hard for this scene. And people took it as him supporting unconsensually sexing women. And they this is the Boruto fandom, by the way. They're fucking awful. They went so far as to dox him, hack one of his old accounts, his DeviantArt account, and post actual wild corn on his account, and then go to his dead stepbrother's grave, gloat over his stepbrother committing suicide, and post his address. Yeah, it was It
was horrible. It was absolutely fucking horrible.
It's a crazy situation. And he's not the only person to get this kind of treatment. People get bullied off of the internet all the time for the most inane things. I've covered other situations like the artist Bukubu getting bullied off of the internet by Splatoon fandom people because they decided to draw.
Yeah, you and I had a whole show on that. Was that the one where we were talking about the fucking British chick that I couldn't stand? Was that the not British, Australian chick that I couldn't stand?
No, this is a different one. Bukubu is a fan artist who drew a Splatoon character who is dark skinned, but they used a slightly different palette and made him look lighter than they usually do. And a certain sect on Twitter decided to take that as, oh, well, you're whitewashing the character. You should draw them darker or else KYS.
That's insane. That's absolutely fucking insane.
Let it be known that I do not support making threats of violence or any of that kind of messaging, whether it be like racist or whatever, over art.
Yeah.
Or shit like that.
Over anything, to be honest with you.
And
but
I'm
like
just trying
especially
to
over art. I know what you're saying. I know you mean.
I'm just trying to.
I know that Crimson means he doesn't condone it in general. I'm just saying.
I'm not trying.
Art of all things is fucking stupid.
I misspoke there, but yes, I do not condone violence whatsoever.
And that's why I
unless
corrected you,
we're
because
talking specifically in self-defense.
Well, here's the thing. That's why
So-
I corrected you, because I know you've said that on your stream before, but I wanted to correct you because it's like, just in case somebody's like, "Oh, look what he said! Look what he said!" It's like,
So
no. He said exactly the same thing on a different stream. It's fine. Don't worry. We can go back to
So I'm also trying to now enhance the conversation. I'm not saying that I agree with it, but there are people that would say to what you guys are saying, well, you can't take people's freedom of speech away. But also I would say
Telling someone to kill themselves is not freedom of speech.
No, that's
Right,
not freedom of
yeah.
speech. That's fucking. Honestly,
Just like
what?
a call
You know
to
what?
violence is not freedom of speech.
You know
If
what?
you are actively saying that, or you're actively telling people to go to someone's house and beat the shit out of them, that's
Yes.
not freedom of speech. That's a threat and it's illegal.
Yes. So here's the thing for me, Crimson. If somebody's telling somebody to kill themselves, then they should be charged with
terroristic threat.
terroristic threat. They should be charged with whatever. What is it, to manslaughter?
Nah, bro, that's fucking murder.
It's not associate to manslaughter, but what is it? It's
accessory to manslaughter.
accessory to manslaughter. You should also be charged with involuntary manslaughter, because you didn't technically make them do it, but you made them do it. You should also be charged with manslaughter on top of that.
Here's the thing about
Be charged with all of this for making somebody kill.
I agree with the terroristic
Because-
threat.
because
And
here's
if
the-
someone
here's
and
the-
if someone actually, like, if you can actually prove that someone's like keep yourself safe messages led to that, I do think the terroristic threats and accessory to manslaughter are like an easy agree. I don't know how I feel quite about the other ones, because I feel like they'd almost become irrelevant with trying to prove them.
No, I think you can prove it because of messaging.
Maybe.
If
But
the messaging exists, because that's the only reason this person would be on trial, is because of the messaging. You could prove that it's involuntary manslaughter because they didn't necessarily give the person away.
and here's where having someone around who actually like knows the law and understands the stuff would be helpful. But like,
if Caleb was here, but he's streaming right now, the little goober.
yeah. When it comes to that kind of stuff, like I don't know quite enough to fully assess it. I would really like to see people who go around making these sorts of threats and comments towards people and just being bullies in general get some just dessert for what they do.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not actually even trying to get into the law of it. That's not the point. The point is to say that it's fucked up. You shouldn't fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I've talked about something bad with a movie, I've never said go and be mean to this person. When Roman and I talked about Movie Bob, we never said go. We specifically said do not leave comments on Movie Bob's channel unless you're leaving comments saying, "Hey, the RoloRome cast reviewed this video."
Right.
Because if Movie Bob responds, then that's on Movie Bob to respond to us. But there's we do not want people to, even if I think Movie Bob's a shitty person, which I do, I don't want people to go and attack him. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right. And I think he's a bad person. That's fine. That's fine for me to say. That's my right. My right is to say that he's a mean human being. But I don't think it's mean for me to say, hey, if you guys want to leave a comment that says, hey, the RoloRome cast reviewed your video, then sure. But don't go there and tell him to go fuck himself. Don't go there and tell him to kill himself. Don't go there and tell him to say anything mean or do anything mean. Don't do that to him. I will never say to do that to anybody, and I will never say that about anybody. I can say I don't like somebody without saying that I want that person's livelihood to be fucked up, which I don't.
So, Roland, how much of the Michaela Raines, not even so much Camelot's video, but like the Reddit stuff. How much of that have you seen?
Well, Reddit's just a fucking cesspool in and of itself.
I'm just saying, bro.
I
Because
saw the one comment which I think we need to bring up because I don't want to butcher what the guy actually said, and that's not for the betterment of this guy. He basically says something along the lines of, "I don't care. I didn't make her do that."
like my thing is, from like what I've seen, people are calling the people that like are like reacting sadly.
No. Fuck those people. Somebody died.
They're
Somebody
calling them snowflakes, bro. They're calling them snowflakes, bro.
There are
Like, nah, bro.
children and a husband affected. There is two sides of a family affected.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
For once, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This is you.
Well, again, this is Reddit, and I don't like to use this language because it's generally pretty fucking awful. But Reddit tends to be one of the closest to subhuman groups of people you can find out there.
Yeah,
they are like them in Twitter are like the epitome of all the worst aspects of humanity you can find.
You caused a person to fucking die.
And it's not like other social media sites are much better in many ways, but for some reason, it's like Reddit and Tumblr too was also.
You took a woman from her family, dude.
Mm-hmm. Like
because
you have a bunch of sociopaths basically
because you started threatening her family.
And then after that, there are people that get on the internet.
And this person's not in jail. That's what's fucking pissing me off.
It's likely due to anonymity on the internet. So
I would be less pissed if this person was in jail. But they're not. And they're defending themselves, saying it doesn't matter. Dude, I never even knew about this one. I had heard about her in the past because people. But now even on the smallest scale, think of it this way. There's somebody that loved her videos every week, and they're not going to get them anymore. And you know what? Think of it on a larger yet still smaller scale. There's little foxes that expect her to show up every day. And those little dogs don't have anyone to show up anymore. And that shit fucking makes me want to cry, dude. Because those little animals loved her. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. She rehabilitated these little animals. You know that animals actually die of sadness. That is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is... I don't have any words for how horrific this whole story actually is.
And this
person deserves nothing but the deepest depths of hell.
And there are people defending this person, saying that the people that are mad at him are snowflakes. But that's crazy to me.
They deserve nothing but the deepest depths of hell for making this woman kill herself.
Yeah, it's sociopathy.
Burn.
So
burn them, bro. Burn them. It is demented. Burn them. Fuck them. I have no problem saying that. Fuck that.
It makes me not understand.
That is evil shit, man. That is evil shit.
And like the thing is, guys, the thing that's sad about this, they're real people. They are out there somewhere.
They probably also vote too.
Yeah.
They're probably all fans of The Last Jedi too.
Oh God.
I'm kidding.
No, but
I'm kidding. I have to bring some levity into it, but like, fuck them. I would like.
That's a worse sin than anything else. Being a fan of The Last Jedi.
I don't know. I think taking this woman from a lot of foxes that could have needed her for many more years is worse.
Roland,
I
I agree with you.
I know the
obviously
joke.
being
I know the
sarcastic.
joke. I know the joke you were making.
I
It's-
agree with you, Roland, but there's something that's even like more to me slightly worse, bro. She was a mother, bro. That's like the fucked part. Like she had a child that like I just me
and a husband
personally.
and a whole family, 2 sides of a family that loved her. Probably these animals loved her, and you know what? That kid's gonna grow up taking care of these animals, and that father's gonna probably continue what his wife did. But like, that's it's just absolutely evil.
It's the fact that there's people out there on like just and it's something that has always bothered
You
me,
know
and
what?
it's why
Like motherfuckers come at me. I'm I'll fuck you up.
I don't get how there's so much hate
Go at
in the world,
Roman.
bro.
Roman and I'll fuck you up. Go at anybody in our fucking circle like that. Try to make one of our people fucking do that. I'll kill. Ooh. I just not myself.
I just don't get how there's
I love my chat. I love my chat. I love our community. I love YouTube. I love YouTubers. I think it's wrong to go after somebody personally like that in real life on YouTube anywhere. It's evil and it's wrong. Unless they've done something actually wrong. And here's the thing, I think
unless it's like an EDP sort of
yes,
situation.
yes, that's different. If it's an EDP situation or a boogie situation, that's different. But like Movie Bob has some fucking insanely stupid and wild takes. But
you
I
still
don't
shouldn't attack him though.
but I don't want anybody to attack him. He hasn't done anything to hurt anybody.
Well, not that we know of. So
Still.
but I just don't
Just like, dude, it's
the thing that bothers me, guys, is that
insane.
I just don't like here's how I view it. We all live on a singular floating rock. Why can't we just get along with each other? It's not that difficult. It's really not that hard. Why is there hate? Like that just bothers me. Like like look, if you don't like a person, there's people in my life that I don't like. I just keep it moving. I don't say anything. You know why? Because they're human beings, bro. They're human beings. I'm not gonna like every person, but I don't wish them harm. I just don't like them. Okay, it's cool. Like, just don't.
As much as I'd like to agree, that like why do you hate each other? That's just a natural consequence of
I was
human
gonna say
existence.
that's
Unfortunately,
just humans, bro.
that's literally any living thing. There is always going to be some form of conflict, no matter what you do.
Yeah,
Hate to break it to you, but that's just the state of the world.
I know.
And
But,
we got to end up learning how to live around that.
yeah, but it would be nice if people would just like. I know you can't get rid of all hate, but it would be nice if people would just sit and just talk to each other and not like, you know, like tell them to end their lives or like, you know, do stuff like that. Like why bully a person if you don't like them? Like just don't say anything to them. Why go the extra mile to threaten to go to their house and to hurt them? Like why? Just my brain just doesn't my brain doesn't comprehend that. Like it's not I just don't get it, bro. It's not right. It's not fair. And this was someone who seemed like a sweet lady, and she was doing sh she was doing a good thing, and, like, it it was like I was saying earlier, like, she was a mother. I could never imagine my own mother going through something like that. And I don't, thinking about it from her child's shoes, couldn't imagine growing up. Like, when that kid grows up, they're gonna find out what happened to their mom. And as a kid, that would mess me up. And so there's so many layers that now that, Michaela's gone, like it's just so messed up. And it's like what Roland said earlier, it's evil. It's just flat out evil. And I don't know what more there is for me to say on it, but it's just so disgusting, bro. Like it's so nasty. But so freedom of speech, yes, but not freedom to hurt people. No. I am not a fan of that. Sorry to get all like deep on y'all, but that's just real.
Nah, sometimes it happens.
Yeah, and this kind of to get even more personal. I mean, Roland knows this one, but I was a couple of inches not like um not I mean kind of physically, but I was a few inches away from ending my own life. And I don't really profess this or talk about this much, but it it I just I couldn't to get to that point. I've been there before, and I couldn't even imagine like just like what she was going through. And the fact that she had a lot more to live for than I did. And I it just hearing like I know that people die every single day, but when I hear that someone ends their own life, it really, really, really makes me grateful that I didn't end mine. But also,
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're still going, Great Pilgrim. Sorry, Roman.
nah, no, it's fine. Um, it just makes me grateful that I didn't end
Wait,
mine. But
what the fuck did you call us?
I am not saying that.
He was doing that. He was doing that in my chat the other night too.
I am not saying that word. I don't even want to risk it.
Sounds like a
But
Black Riddler.
but
I
yeah,
am the
so
Black Riddler. They
like
call me da.
but
Look at me. Look at me. I am the Riddler now.
Look at me. I am the Riddler now. I'm not Riddler now.
actually, Pilgrim's right. I did say it on stream last week. It's true. Damn it. I forgot that I said that.
You missed him talking about getting fucked in the ass.
Hey. 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 You have see Roland, look.
Yeah, Roman.
Roman, just cool it. I've seen the clips that Ronnie has been collecting of you. This is nothing.
Roman,
Jesus Christ.
Roman, right now, I need you to take your cellular device and call Chicken Man.
Why?
Just do it.
Why?
Just do it.
Why?
Just do it.
Fine. But why?
Fucking do it!
Just fucking call him.
Ow.
He won't answer me. Just fucking call him.
Okay.
You just called me like 10 minutes ago and he won't fucking answer.
Okay. All right.
Julian's calling. I have to answer.
Okay. I'm gonna call him on Snapchat.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on.
And call him on Discord so he hears it through his computer. With his gay ass. Fucking chicken shit. Gentlemen,
Yes.
I don't plan on stopping stream. Yep.
Okay.
Crimson, how much
What?
longer you got?
I don't know. I'll probably hang out for another 45 minutes or so.
Okay, bet.
If it makes you feel any better, he didn't answer me either.
It doesn't. I don't care. But I just said call him.
Well,
I feel
called
so
him.
weird that today is a fucking Friday.
You know, the 4th is never on a Friday, bro. It's
It
weird.
is very strange that the 4th is on a Friday.
No, I mean, like, I usually work like 5 days a week. So it's really weird to have a day where I sit around in front of my computer that isn't like a Saturday.
Huh. Wait,
Yeah,
were you off for the whole day?
For the whole day of the 4th? Yeah. I work construction,
My
dude.
man. My man. I had to work today. I dropped a fucking cutting board on my foot.
The fuck did you
Ah,
say?
boo-hoo. You've never dropped a 6x6 on your foot before.
God damn it.
And just so you know, that's like 100 pounds of lumber right there.
Did you break your foot?
No, I specifically wear boots with protective toe covering. So I actually have a composite like protective plate in my boots specifically to deal with shit like that.
Pilgrim, you've had a 4-day weekend. I haven't had that since
I was in high school.
like, yeah, like, oh my god, that sounds wonderful, bro. Being able to lay in bed for 4 days, oh my god, dude.
I ain't even told you about what happens at the end of the year. I usually get like 2 weeks off at the end of the year.
Bro, Roland,
2 straight weeks of being able to do fucking nothing.
Roland, I'm working in construction, bro. I don't care anymore. I need time off, bro.
I mean,
Seriously.
union jobs aren't that bad, but they're gonna run you. They're gonna fucking run you.
What the hell was that, Roland? Why did you pull that up for? Hello? What are you doing?
Just trying to entice you a little bit.
Entice me how? What?
He's strip teasing you.
I'm fucking with you.
There's only one woman that I want to strip tease for me, and it's her.
You playing with your winky?
Well, she's probably not even awake right now.
What?
Huh?
His penis is not awake. Got it.
No, I'm talking about my little boo bear.
He calls it her.
No, I'm talking about my little thing, my little boo bear.
Your little winky?
No, stop. My winky is not small. It's medium.
My
Okay?
winky is not small.
Oh dear God, my brother is really drunk.
Why did you sound like Tywin Lannister when you said that? My winky is not small.
Crimson, is he like rolling before he went into rehab drunk, or is he like
Fuck you?
worse?
He is using the Minecraft server to text me kind of drunk. Because I'm currently on Minecraft building something, and he is messaging me with server commands to talk about some frogs that I delivered to his fucking house.
I don't know,
because
bro.
he likes frogs.
I think that's pretty smart of him.
No, he's home. He's on his computer. He is playing in the fucking game.
I know. And that's pretty smart to message you in the game.
You can walk to your room though. Like that's.
Or he could use game chat. But he literally forgot that I informed him that I dropped the frogs off in front of his house.
Maybe you're on the phone.
What is this motherfucker doing?
Is he like? Is bro just like waving outside your house?
Yeah.
Bro is an NPC in his own world.
This is what happens when he drinks. He gets ultra fucking retarded.
When
you're retarded.
see, that's kind of the opposite. When I drink, I get smarter. It's weird. Like I'm
No, you
generally
No, you don't.
I don't. I talk faster, I feel like. Like I'm more normal. You know? Like I'm I'm different when I drink. Like I have like I don't have a speech impediment when I drink. Like when we had our party like a month and a half ago now, like I had like 2 vodka seltzers and like 6 twisted teas, 7, and like bro, all I all I remember, bro, is just like I I was just I was talking up.
What the fuck did you just do?
Who?
I'm-
What? Where?
This retard is just phasing through the fucking world. I'm sorry, my brother when he drinks apparently a retard, but also like somehow Einstein level genius. I don't
He's
get this.
phasing. Wait. He's phasing through the world.
We have it modded, so he basically used a normal function to exploit his way through a bunch of leaves.
Bro, what? That's just perception on a lot of that. If you record it while drunk, you are messed up like uh uh everyone else. Lightweight. No, see, Pilgrim, I am a lightweight. I have no shame in saying that. But the last couple times that I have drank, Roland can say I've drank more than one drink. So like,
Dude, he walked up to me at our friend's fucking birthday or graduation party, and he just goes, "Yeah, dude, I like fucking 9." I was like, "What?"
yeah. I had 7 twisted teas and I had 2 vodka seltzers, and I was, oh my god, I was feeling him, bro. Like, but like, the thing was, I, I wasn't hungover. I just had a headache, and I yelled at Zach because I had a headache, and bro bro wanted to blast music when I told him that I had a headache.
How do you
Like,
get so like I don't understand. Like, why would you get so drunk that you would wake up with a fucking hangover? That just sounds like stupid shit.
I've never had a hangover.
Yeah, you did. You had a headache.
I was about to say if you drank and then woke up the next day with a headache, that's a hangover, my dude.
Yeah, you had a head. That's a
No,
headache.
no, Roland,
Yes, I've had hangovers many times.
Roland. I had the headache that night when Zach took us home.
That doesn't change anything.
Is that still a hangover technically?
You
Even
still
though
look
like I
into
haven't
it, buddy.
slept.
Yeah,
Yes, a hangover is basically just the after effects of
Great Pilgrim. Actually, it's unfortunate. I don't disagree with him.
Yeah, because I was coming down. Like, not like coming down, but like I was starting to sober up when Zach like took us home. And bro, my head was splitting, bro. Like I was in such bad pain. And that was and like, I felt bad about it, but like I didn't want to hear blasting music when I had damn near a migraine in like, 3 separate places. But that gave me a valuable lesson. Never, ever, ever drink 7 twisted teas if you don't want to have a headache.
Twisted teas suck.
Twisted teas are the most overrated drink that like you could possibly have. I don't get why people are like twisted teas are good. No, they're not. It's just alcohol with like lemon flavor.
Shut the fuck up. I like Twisted Teas.
They're gay.
You're fucking gay, you fucking baguette.
Crimson,
Sure, it's baguette.
you Crimson, you unironically like Twisted Teas.
Fucking baguette.
The blueberry ones, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the straight up lemonade ones.
They're just like.
I like
they're
the
okay.
blueberry ones. Just the fuck.
No, the other flavored ones though get better. Particularly like their black cherry and blueberry ones. Those are the ones I always go for.
I mean, to be fair, I've never tried them, but
I at
you
this point
can-
though, I usually opt for like a Mike's Harder if I'm going for something in a can like that. But
Yeah, if you don't wanna
I
get
have
pussy,
a
you just
really
wanna
bad
get-
sweet tooth, so like I like sweet things.
I got plastered the day before Easter and was up at 5:30 for a sunrise service without any issue. You just got skill issues, and
Well, isn't Pilgrim also Irish? At least
Yeah.
in some
I mean, to be
he's
fair,
got that like race trait immunity to alcohol. So
I'm also 25% Irish, so I should be able to handle alcohol, and I just can't.
I'm sorry,
What
but
if
your
you
name
just
sounds like
always-
the most Mexican shit I've ever heard.
I was gonna say, what if it just went all to your autism?
Because I'm because Crimson, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I'm also half Puerto Rican.
I kind of figured.
Scottish, Irish. No, I see where he's coming from because Scottish
Someone's
people
like,
and
oh
Irish
wait,
people are-
I'm Scottish actually.
Motherfuck.
Don't say that they're the same thing. They're not. Scottish and
No,
Irish.
I'm not. I'm not talking to you. I'm managing a conversation with my drunk brother right now.
Oh, okay.
Does he want to come on the stream?
No. I'm leaving in about 2
that could get
minutes.
really
No.
bad because he
No.
will. No, here's the thing. He will start hitting on you guys.
Well, I'm gonna be out of here soon,
Okay.
so he's more than welcome to hit on Roland if he like really wants to. I don't
He
care.
is not gay, but for some reason, alcohol makes him hit on everyone.
Basically, if you don't
He's
have a
had
penis,
more
don't-
girlfriends than
don't
I
hit on
do,
me.
and
Oh,
for some
hold
reason,
on, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
I'm holding on. What am I holding on to? The floor? The ceiling? My balls? What? Oh, Chicken Man probably called him. Okay.
Skibidi bop bop boo bop beep.
okay, now it definitely won't be a good. Oh, it would not be a good idea to invite him. He's really fucking wasted.
Nah, invite him.
No. You don't
Roland.
understand. You don't understand. He
Roland,
just sent me
I'm
the
putting my
N-word.
foot down. No.
He
Nah,
just sent
invite
me
him.
the N-word, okay? We'll just call
No.
it that.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Do not do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do not do it.
Invite him.
This is the
No.
RoloRome cast, not the Rolo cast. Do not do it.
My snake's making bubbles in her water. That's hilarious. Did anyone hear that?
No.
No.
It sounded like. Yes, I just did that on camera.
Roland went like, so what were we holding on to?
Roman. Call Zach right now. Go like this. You don't have to be on camera. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying do it. Do it. Do it. Call him.
What difference is that gonna make?
Call him now. Do it.
Would you look at that? Hey, Zach.
Oh, well, hello, princess.
Say the N word.
No,
He
Close
did.
enough.
There you go. Nice job.
thank you. Thank you. How we doing, folks?
We're just taking turns saying the N word.
How did you know what?
Roman wants to get pegged. You missed that.
Roman. By who? James Franco?
No, by a woman with a strap on, but we said, what's the difference between a woman fucking you and a man?
Uh-oh. And what was his response?
We determined that it's the feeling, whether it's rubber or not.
I also don't want there to be any risk of any potential
That's
Roman
all.
doesn't want to get pregnant. He doesn't want a woman to pee in his butt.
He doesn't want to get pregnant.
Here to I can't even read it. It's so small. So I'm gonna open it up on the other sections. Here we go.
I don't want anything to slide up into my butt that I don't know.
That you what?
that I don't know about. Like if a dude comes, I don't want that in there.
No, what in
Whereas
there?
That's the
Oh,
only.
okay.
The
Okay.
dudes
So he's
come?
not opposed to a dude's dick in his ass.
Yeah,
he just
you're
doesn't
just
want the
opposed
cum
to the
in there.
cum.
He's Roman. Are you gay? For real? Are you
no,
bisexual?
maybe I don't know.
Okay. Well, there you go.
We have this motherfucker questioning.
Zach,
Why did you have
I
to
like
say
your cut.
that? Why did you have to say- why did you have to say that, Crimson?
Thanks, Roman. Are you flirting with me now?
No, no, I'm not. You're not my type. Sorry.
No.
Look at his new haircut, dude. He's so hot.
Who is your type? Don't say Palpatine and Franco.
Franco. Not
I will reach to the microphone and fucking smack you.
Franco? I never said James Franco. I said Robert Pattinson, Andrew Garfield, and Emperor Palpatine.
Oh, you're
and
right. You didn't
Levi.
say Franco. You did not. I take that back. Andrew Garfield. Bro, what are you doing over there? What was that?
I'm
Yeah.
laughing. I'm cracking the fuck up, dude.
Oh man.
So my type for a dude. Let's see.
No, I don't even want to
Okay,
know.
the fact that he's considering it definitely means he is at
No,
least
let him
bisexual.
finish. Stop. Wait. Pause.
Oh my
Pause.
god. Why'd I come on this?
Probably because you're bisexual as well.
No.
Roman's gonna come on this
Zach, I've always known that you were fruity.
stream. I mean,
Fruity.
Yeah,
What kind
you're
of fruit?
fruity, dog.
What kind of fruit do I
Pineapple.
remind you of?
Zach,
What am I?
you're
not
a
that joke.
I'm a what?
Zach.
Say
you
it.
are.
What am I? What am I?
You're a grape.
I'm a grape.
You're great.
Yeah.
My green and my purple.
You're dried up and green.
So I'm a raisin.
Yep, exactly that.
A green raisin.
So-
Did they make them? Is that a thing?
So
Is green raisins a thing? I always saw them be dark and purpley.
I think there's green raisins.
Is there a green
if
raisin?
you put
a
if
green
you put
raisin?
a raisin,
Green. Can you say it? Green raisin.
No, actually, no, because all grapes are green, and then
When they ripen,
they turn purple. Yeah, so no, there's no such thing as a green raisin.
if you put a raisin into a bathtub,
green raisins are
will it
white.
turn into
so
a
white
grape?
raisins. Okay, that makes sense. Is that a thing? I don't even know what
If
to
you put
think
a
about.
raisin into a bathtub,
What the
would it
fuck
turn
are you
into a
saying,
grape?
dude? What do you want to do with your raisins?
If you put a raisin into a
No,
bathtub,
what is Zach? What kind of fruit is Zach?
He said a grape. He said a fucking green grape. He said a
Look
dried
at
out.
him.
He said a dried out grape. Green,
Look
a
at him.
dried out green grape.
Zach
Apparently,
is a white raisin.
is a
Look
white
at him.
raisin. But that makes me. That defines what I am as a person. I'm a white
How the
raisin.
fuck did YouTube allow you to say that?
What? Say what? I'm not picking up. I'm not picking it up. God bless. God bless America, Roland.
Holy shit, Ronnie.
Oh, I'm.
Ronnie.
The worst part is you guys have the chat on, so now that's just permanently locked into the stream.
Oh man.
That's why we should turn that off.
Roman, so I mean ask something. This girl you've been texting, is it a girl?
Yes.
And what's her
Yeah.
name?
I'm not saying it here.
Transformers.
Well,
Robots in disguise.
I'm sorry. What was her name? Optimus Prime? What?
Transformers.
What was her name? Bumblebee? One more time.
Her name's Hannah.
Don't kill me for that one, Roman.
Yeah, don't kill us. They're
name's
the
Hannah.
ones. It's them, not me. They said Transformers. I didn't.
Her name's
I
Hannah.
just went along with the joke. Hey, his name is Hannon. You're talking to Roland's cousin.
No.
Did you just dox Roland's cousin?
Did you touch tips with Roland's cousin, dude? Oh, he's not denying it. I think we found out who the culprit is. Roland, did you know this? Did you know anything about this?
I had no idea.
Wow. Did I crack the code?
Ronnie, it is actually. It's not my cousin. That's a joke. Actually, though, this girl.
No, it's his cousin.
Is a girl.
No, it's Roman's cousin.
Zach, you know the truth
about
Zach, did I ever tell you about the time that Roland and I made scenes?
What?
What?
Right now, he doesn't have the time.
Rolo and I made scenes. No. That's not what I meant. That's
You have to replay it again. Replay it again one time.
Really?
Right now, he doesn't have the time.
Rolo and I made scenes. No. That's not what I meant.
Oh, what did you mean? What did you mean, pal?
Honestly,
he likes it when Roland pegs him in the ass.
Honestly, I don't
With
know
what?
what I meant by that.
What does he use? His lightsabers?
An anchor.
Is that why they're all stacked in his room?
Nah, see, because so you don't see it at his house, but he has a special Sauron ring that he puts up
Whoa.
I don't like where this is going.
What the fuck are you saying?
Where's he put it at? Where's the ring go?
So
you've been in my house like less times than I can actually count on my fucking 10 finger.
Just Frodo and Sam, the XXX version.
So
I've been to your house more times than that, Roland.
How is it then that he can be at your house less than one time?
10 times.
I've been to your house more than 10 times, Roland.
But not inside.
One fag to rule them all. Which one will it be?
Stop dragging me into your
Roman or Roland?
Stop dragging me into your factory.
Roland, I've been in your house like 20 times, okay?
Yeah, can I just tell you what I just dealt with real quick? I
Sure.
took Alex and Liz to the St. Michael's Fair, and Liz was chill the whole time until she got out of the car and started walking. She must have fell down like 7 times. That's how drunk she was. And Alex brought his dog, for God knows whatever reason, And I'm thinking to
Were you
myself,
third wheeling?
as we're driving to the carnival, yeah, I'm third wheeling. You got a problem with that? Sit there and
Actually,
zip
you
it.
were
Anyway,
actually
as I was
actually
driving,
you
I'm thinking to
actually
myself, I
you were
don't think
fourth
a
wheeling.
dog can go to a festival or a carnival. And so we get there, bro. There's like metal detectors, just mad cops, and we walk up and like no pets, and they're like, oh well, she's our emotional support dog, and then they let her right in, the dog right in, and next thing you know, we're the only people there with a dog. I don't know. It was quite an eventful time. Liz literally fell flat on her fucking face like 4 or 5 times.
It's a shame. Look, she fell 5 times, but the sixth time she would have fallen for you, Zach. So you just gotta keep that hope alive, bro.
All right, say that again. Say that again. Say it again.
What?
No pauses, nothing. Just fully through. Say it again.
So she fell 5 times, but if she were to have fallen a sixth time, she would have fallen for you.
Oh man, that was good. Good job.
That's how Roman gets so much pussy.
Yeah.
I
So
wish.
much. So much dick, you mean?
No, bro. No. Zach.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Zach.
Roman gets
question.
dick from Richard by asking nicely.
That's actually
Zach.
I was told I didn't even have to ask.
Zach. Question.
Zach.
Dude, say my name again.
Zach.
What's up, cornball?
Send me a random female. I will bet I can raise her
I
up.
thought you were about to say something else, man. What were you gonna say?
I said I'll bet I can raise her up.
For who? You?
Yeah.
He said, "Send me a random female, and I bet I can raise her up."
What would you say? What's the first thing you're gonna say to her?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you because then you would steal my thunder from me.
Nah, I already got my lightning. So how you gotta use your thunder?
You got your lightning. How's that work out for you?
Faster than your thunder.
Really?
Lightning strikes first, baby.
Really? So let me
Yeah,
ask you a
his
question.
mind's melting right now. He doesn't comprehend it.
Are you in a long term? Not
Hold on, I'm gonna
long
be like
term.
everyone else. Hold on, I'm gonna be like everyone else. Here. Now we can all.
Well, I'm getting off camera in a minute, but
Yep, we're all off camera now. Now we can all do whatever we want and smoke what we want,
Okay.
drink what we want.
Okay. So here, let me go into solo layout because I got a serious question for you. Okay. So here is my question for you. Actually, I'm not gonna go into solo layout. Okay.
You're Roman.
Zach.
Roland, what'd you do all day?
I worked.
I'm fucking talking, Zach.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your
So-
mic's. I don't see you talking. Mike's. Sorry.
Okay. So, Zach, are you in a long distance thing with a woman right now? Because if you are not, I don't want to hear about your lightning or your thunder. Now, if you are in a long distance commitment with a female,
if you are,
then you have my permission to use anything that you would like. But if you're not, don't tell me how to do my job when it comes to women. Thank you.
no, if you have a woman.
And on that note, I'm going to bed. I will
No, you're
talk
not.
to you all.
You're not.
I told you I was getting off at 12.
You told me you were going to 12:30.
No, I said 12.
You said 12:30 earlier.
I said 12 o'clock on the dot. However, I will stay until 12:30.
However,
But I
you
said
will.
12.
Liar.
I'm not a liar. I'm a winner chicken dinner. I haven't slept since like 3 in the morning
Why not?
because I woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Liar!
I'm not lying. It's very difficult for me.
What?
Going back to sleep is something that I have a hard time with.
No.
I just don't. I can't explain it. But you ever wake up and just not be able to go back to sleep? It's the worst feeling in the
Because
world.
everyone is asking, we're going to tell you. Yes, I have sex with my husband.
You're so rude, Roland.
Ow.
I'm pouring my heart out to you, and you're just interrupting me.
Sorry. Continue.
I'm just when you wake up, it's hard to sleep, man. Like it's hard to just get your mind and your soul back into sleep mode. Like you don't hit REM sleep when you wake up unless you really go back to sleep.
Well, that's absolutely 100% true, but dude, and like it fucking sucks. But there's one thing that can help with that, and that's if you
Want to get
like.
enlightened in the middle of nowhere?
Okay. You know what else would help with that? A whole vial of melatonin.
No, Roman, I'm actually not even joking. That just fit. But like, no, I agree with you. It fucking sucks. Waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I have to be up at like 7:30.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, and like I have 2 more hours that I can sleep for, but then my body just won't sleep. So I spend those 2 hours trying to go back to sleep. And it's
Well,
the worst thing. I hate it.
Mm.
So I've literally been up since 3:01 yesterday. So I am literally dead tired.
So you're seeing things.
I'm not seeing things, but my brain is jelly.
So that happens to me, Roman, but that happens to me at like the middle of the night. It'll happen at like 2 or 3. I'll wake up. And I
Really?
can't fall asleep for like an hour, and then I have to go back to bed afterwards. It sucks. But what I started doing the past week is like if I go to bed early or if I go to bed if I fall asleep early because I'm fucking tired or whatever.
Yo, newsflash for the whole chat in here. Roman can fall asleep standing up. This dude will
We
No,
fall
know
I
asleep
won't.
he's fallen asleep on screen.
anywhere.
He's
Yeah,
fallen
okay.
asleep
All right.
on screen, so we
They
know.
know then. They know. Okay.
Yeah, I work fucking 11-hour days, whatever. Anyway,
You play it
and I'm like
fish.
the whole fucking time. Sure. You have no idea what I do, but anyway,
I called you today.
You called us today on a holiday, yes. Which
I
was
tried.
Sean all the
I
time.
tried to disguise my voice.
Yeah,
And
it's very obvious.
right off the fucking bat, they're like, "What's up?" Like he knew it was me. Like, how the fuck you know it's me? Oh, the caller ID says your name. Like, what the fuck? You have caller ID at work? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. We don't. My job, I don't really have work phones
you're at
like
school.
that. Yeah.
That's different. You're a
Yeah.
school. I'm a business. If a regular calls us, we have caller ID.
Zach,
And if you guys have
remind me of
you have an iPhone account,
What,
we have
Roman?
caller ID.
So remind me about something.
No, what I was saying
Ever-
was, hold on, Roman, hold on. What I was saying
I'm
was,
sorry, Roland.
before Zach started talking was the past couple nights when I've fallen asleep and then woken up, I've noticed that I've been waking up a lot in the morning. So I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and it turns off at 7, 8 o'clock. So if I wake up, let's say I go home, I eat dinner, and I fall asleep right afterwards. I think I fall asleep in my bed, or I fall asleep on my couch or whatever. If I wake up at 11 or 12, then I put Do Not Disturb on. I've done this the past 2 nights, and none of Discord messages and the vibrations of any of that gets through, and like it's just like I've slept better the past 2 nights by doing that. And it
So
turns
edit your notifications. You don't got to turn all your notifications off.
yeah, but then the do not disturb turns itself off. Yeah, but I don't want any. Honestly, I don't want any notifications if I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, no one should be hitting you up at 12, 1 at night.
Except for ones from like my mom or like that's it. Like my mom, and my dad can get to me, but like
I mean, I just don't want to be bothered, so like I don't have my notifications on really much.
Ronnie, Roland hallucinated dating women once before too. It's okay.
I've dated more women than both of you, so.
And they all look like your toe.
Zach,
No, they
I
didn't.
thought you've had multiple
Roman
girlfriends.
Roman will literally tell you right now that all the girls that I dated were good looking. He will corroborate this.
Roman wasn't checking them out, bro.
Yes, he was.
He was checking you out. I'm telling you.
Everybody
bro.
was checking
He wasn't
out.
checking out your girlfriend. I'm telling you right now, man.
Everybody was checking out some of them.
Nah, bro. Especially
shit,
Roland,
hold on. Why am I
checking?
Sorry, nagging to the club. Sorry.
The one that lived with me for 2 years, everybody couldn't stop looking
Oh
at
my
me.
god, bro.
I had to literally
I'm sorry,
tell
Roland,
friends to fucking
Roland,
stop.
what number was that, bro?
Two.
Yeah,
unless you count the one that I dated that your brother ended up dating afterwards.
No, I'm talking about the beer you just opened.
Oh, 2?
Tall boy? Yeah.
Well, actually, number one was from last night.
Ew, dude. Also,
what do you mean, ew? I put it in the fucking fridge. I'm not a fucking animal.
Roland will drink a beer that's been sitting out for a day.
Yeah, I paid for it.
So that skunked ass beer, he drinks it.
Zach, you drink a soda that's been sitting out for a day.
I'm sorry?
You'll drink a soda, a water, or
I will not drink a soda that has been sitting out for a day.
Yes, you have.
No, you haven't, because it's flat, and I would never do that, and it's disgusting. So
this
you're
isn't flat.
wrong.
That's fucking bullshit. Why would you waste the soda like that?
Dude, I don't drink flat soda. And
I gotta tell you,
usually it doesn't even get to that point because I drink the whole fucking thing. So I don't know what you're talking about, Roland.
I've seen you come home when we hang out, and you're like, "I'm drinking that." Bro, don't act like people.
Lies out your mouth
don't
right now.
Don't act like people.
Hold on, I'm gonna show my face for this. This man's fucking lying. This dude, out his fucking ass. When did you see me drink a flat soda?
I just said in your room before.
When? I don't.
I didn't say flat. I said a soda that's been sitting out in your room. I didn't say flat.
Bro, what happens when a soda sits out in your room?
Depends on how long it's sitting out.
A day. Like you just said.
Doesn't necessarily make it.
I'm going to prove you wrong here, dude. You're not going to tell people right now that I drink flat soda. I'm sorry.
I'm not telling
you. I'm not like getting mad over this, but the fact that you're lying about this is just like, why? Like, why are you?
My argument isn't that you drink flat soda. My argument is that you drink a soda that's been sitting in your room.
And what happens when a soda sits in your room for a day?
Depends on how long
flat. You sound like an idiot, dude. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I think everybody else understands what I'm saying.
I think you are both fucking retarded, so please shut the fuck up.
Also, I think drinking a fucking flat or skunked beer is disgusting.
But you don't know it's flat. You don't drink beer.
Oh my god!
It's not
you don't
flat.
ever drank a beer before? You don't ever drank a skunked beer before either, Roland?
It's not skunked. I don't.
8 years older than you.
I'm killing myself.
I don't let it get skunked.
Everyone, happy 4th of July.
I don't. I don't let it get skunked. That's so fucking fun.
Roland, you bullied him off stream.
How? Leaving something out for a period of time is not necessarily like leaving it out for 6 hours isn't gonna make it fucking stale.
You know that he's gonna call you and say that, like, you know, you were mean to him in front of chat, right?
I literally was not. I just kept saying the same thing.
I'm just saying.
If I left a beer out, okay. I crack a beer at 12 o'clock.
Are you saying he's a pussy?
So Roman and Crimson.
What?
I crack a beer at 12 o'clock at night because I'm at a bonfire with friends and family, right?
Okay.
Everybody else is about to finish theirs, and I'm like, well, you know what? I finished mine like an hour ago. Whatever, I'll crack one, because we're all about to cheers for something. I don't feel like finishing the beer tonight, but I barely drank any of it. Oh, what do? I put it in the fridge with a piece of like saran wrap over the top of it. Or I put saran wrap over the top of it and leave it on the counter, and fuck, it's room temperature. What do? I put it into the fucking fridge for an hour after I'm done work the next day. Or the next day, later in the day, whenever I want to drink it. And I don't.
It's not sitting out. I can argue with that.
It's not sitting out. I didn't spend money on it. Like drinking a beer from last night, finishing it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like if you heat up a cheesesteak. Like, it's not.
It's like, yeah, it is a leftover. I spent money on the drink. You can technically do that with a soda, bro. Guess what? I had a Red Bull at work yesterday. I put a bag over it, a fish bag, which is sealed, and I then fucking wrapped a rubber band around it. I forgot about it around, I don't know, 6 o'clock.
Zach's argument is saying that
hold on. I forgot about it before that. And basically today I came into work and it was still there. And I tested this theory. I took the bag off and I undid the thing, undid the rubber band, because I put the rubber band over the bag so that nothing can get, like, no bugs or anything can get in there, right? And I do that while I'm working. So I took it off. I took a sip of it, a tiny sip, to see if it still tasted normal. Still tasted fine because no gas escaped. And it was still bubbly. I got rid of it and got another one, but still. So I know it fucking works.
So
I don't just fucking drink like fucking stale ass fucking beer, soda, and whatever, dude. But
so
like you had a glass of water sitting out all night and you woke up in the morning, you'd take a sip of it. Like, so shut the fuck up. There's no difference with the beer. It just doesn't have the bubbles anymore.
That's kind of like my thing. It's like
if I were to do that, it just maybe doesn't have as many bubbles anymore, but it still has the same flavor. So shut up.
So like,
and I'm not even talking to Zach when I say that. I was talking to people that argue this point.
So like, for people that say that though, are they trying to say that like leftover pizza is nasty? Because like leftover pizza is bomb.
Yo,
like,
okay, I should have argued that point, because the amount of times I've seen him and everybody else in his house when I've stayed over there with like all of our friends back in middle school and high school wake up the next morning and just eat pizza that's been sitting out on the table all night.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm sure that Zach ate it
too. That shit tastes more like cardboard than like the beer that I've left out overnight or the soda I've left out overnight.
All right, but come on, bro. Leftover pizza hits though. Like,
yeah, I'm talking fucking Domino's, bro.
Oh yeah,
that shit tastes like fucking cardboard 3 hours after being left out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Leftover Pizza Hut's gas, actually. Like, it's actually really good.
Yeah, I've eaten that a lot too. But it still has the consistency of cardboard, though.
Yeah, facts.
Man, this sounds like fucking poor people pizza.
No, I get real.
Pizza Hut is god tier pizza, bro.
Okay. This was poor people pizza at the time, Crimson. You know why? Because we were like 16.
We were teenagers, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, so like two of us would be like, hey, let's get it from the local pizza place that has really good pizza. And everybody else would be like, I don't want to spend like
Pizza Hut
$25, $30 on pizza and fries. I was like, yeah, but it's better. And they're like, no, we'll just get Pizza Hut instead for like $10.
Yeah, I got a hot and ready pizza for you. Is it good? I said it's hot and ready.
Exactly.
No, bro. Back when like we were like 16, didn't the there was like, you know, the $10 box came with like, you know, breadsticks, garlic knots, and you could get 2 large pizzas or something, right? Like it was elite. Like that was, and whenever we would hang out at, did we get Pizza Hut rolling when we would hang out at like Chum's house? Is that when we would get it?
We get there, we would get a lot of places, dude. A lot
Did
of
we ever
people.
get Pizza Hut at your place? Or no? Because there's not one
There
near
was
you
never a
guys.
Pizza Hut that was close enough to my crib to order it. We get it at Sam's, we get it at Craig's, we get it at Trav's, we get it at Ray's, we get it at. I think that's it.
Yeah, because there's not a Pizza Hut that's like near you.
Or people would pick it up and bring it to my crib. That's happened before. If that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, because
we did that as the joke of like, oh, we used to always get Pizza Hut, so we got to get Pizza Hut for the party or whatever.
yeah, but yeah, so like, it's not as good as like mom and pop shops, Crimson, but like, I'm saying chain Pizza Hut's
Pizza Hut's better than Domino's, better than Papa John's. It's better than all that.
Oh yeah, I know.
And on
But
that
Papa
note,
John says the N-word.
That's
okay. Huh.
Pizza Hut probably does too. They just don't let you know they say it.
I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.
I actually have to bounce as well, so I'm getting off.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's out of here. Everybody's leaving me. That's fine.
Yeah, fuck you. See you next
Happy
week.
4th of July.
See you next Friday, fucker.
And fuck you, asshole. Keep watching Star Blazers, you old goober.
Okay,
Happy 4th
fine.
of July. God bless America. It's just me, guys. I'm just chilling. Let's see. What's the background look like for a second? Look at that. Look at what Roman found. I asked him to find me something similar to this, and he found it. Good job. Anyway, I am going to now switch the picture back to what it should be. Probably stick. I don't know if I want to stick with that. I'll stick with that. Boom. All right, guys. Well, I just want to say, have an awesome and safe weekend, everybody. If you're at the beach, enjoy it. Spend some time with some family. Hope everybody had some great barbecue and you all enjoyed the holiday. And if you were just chilling here tonight with us because you had nothing else to do, then I thank you much for hanging out. And if you're watching this on the other one, just stay safe out there. Everybody have fun. It's a crazy world. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and, you know what? Let's just end it on something funny. We'll do this one. You willing to share the picture? Is it safe
Yeah,
for the
sure.
YouTubers?
Kind of, I guess. I didn't post any goth furry art. What the fuck are you talking about?
Daisy
What the fuck
Ridley's
are you
asking
talking about,
about
Ronnie?
YouTube, so I think we're okay. Look at all the birds. Yo, did you know? Were you aware that there was 2 bears loose in our town?
Yes.
There was there was bears in the woods. There was a squatch in them woods hunting down the bears. The
Yes.
bears is walking around.
Like, bro, come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh my god, you haven't seen One Punch Man, you fucking retard!
What?
That's the chick from One Punch Man, bro.
Dude, look. I don't care where she's from. Oh my god. Oh my god. She could fix me a million ways, bro. I don't care. Come on, man.
Jesus.
She has the perfect hair. It's nice and curly, bro. She has like the perfect tit size. on like
Shut the fuck up, you.
Roland fell out of his chair. That's why he turned off the camera.
What?
Oh man.
You guys hang out with Roman, you don't have to become intoxicated. It just makes you feel like you are.
Oh, come on, bro. You've hung out with me sober plenty of times.
Yeah,
okay?
and every time I do that, I feel like I'm intoxicated.
How? I'm fun to hang out with.
Exactly. Make me feel high.
Bruh.